There is audio. All right. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Geekery Abides, episode 90.
90. We're getting close. Wait, are we going to hit? We're not going to hit 100 this year, are we?
Yes. Doomsday is episode 100. So
Oh, that's a good episode to have for 100. I like it.
that is indeed. So let's go ahead and hit the intro, which I better change my pedal before I push the button, and we'll get started.
He who is ashamed of his geekery has forgotten the face of Stan Lee.
You the proud, the geeky. Hello!
This is the podcast, Geekery Abides.
All right. Hello and welcome to Geekery Abides. Look at that. Okay, we're okay. Dude, for some reason the second slide, the email one, my camera keeps like disappearing, like it's like it gets hidden. So I always look up at my preview screen and my camera's just not there. So yeah, I don't know why.
So it's just me. It's my time to shine.
Something, but there's just this half gap on the side of the screen too. So very weird. But welcome to Geekery Abides. This is our podcast where we talk about anything and everything except for Stephen King.
Yep.
My name is Tad, and with me as always is Peter.
Hello.
And yeah, we are here for episode 90. And 90, that's a big year for movies. The year of Home Alone.
Yeah.
Dances with Wolves, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Hunt for Red October, Total Recall, Die Hard 2, Kindergarten Cop.
I need to rewatch Die Hard 2. I remember 1 and 3 very well. I don't remember
at the
2.
airport.
Yeah, with the planes.
I mean, there's also some nonsense movies like Pretty Woman. Let's see, Driving Miss Daisy, Back to the Future 3.
It's also the year my wife was born.
Born on the 4th of July. There's a number of different movies. Arachnophobia.
Hey,
That's a good one.
Arachnophobia, the same year as you, my wife.
Problem Child. That's a good one. Did you ever watch that one as a
I
kid?
never watched Problem Child.
That's a good one. And then
Is that a?
and Goodfellas.
Oh damn.
Yeah, there's
That was 90.
and Misery.
Oh good lord.
Yeah. The more further I go down here, Predator 2. Good God.
Ah.
Child's Play 2. The
Ah.
further down I go, Godfather 3. Is that really 90? Yeah, I guess it is.
Oh.
Also, the It series on TV.
Yes.
In 1990. So,
We did mention it on the last show on our other show, my wife. Ted wants us to get together and watch It in a cemetery. I'm down. Are you?
yeah, it'd be fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun. Or a garage on a large projector screen.
Could be fun.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, so 90's a good year. Good year for movies.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and jump on over to emails. If you want to email the show, you can do that at tad@geekerybites.com, which is TADD, or peter@geekerybites.com. We produce every other episode. The odd ones are Peter, the even ones are me. Of course, there's the really big like events that doesn't really matter whose episode it is. That's what's getting plugged in, right? We had that for
The Odyssey
Supergirl, the Odyssey.
Yep.
Well, the Odyssey I picked, I think. Ultimately, I don't think that was like 100% guaranteed.
Oh.
But I certainly picked it because whatever. It's the big event movie for the year. But Spider-Man is certainly a big one. Doomsday, we mentioned, is going to be episode 100 to close the year.
Yeah.
So, yeah, because if I remember right, season 3, which is last year, ended on episode 75. And then the year before that, in season 2, it ended on episode 50.
Yeah, we're getting 25 a year.
Except for season 1 only had 24.
Yeah,
Ended
because
on
we started a little bit later into the year.
That's right. We started in February, if I remember right. So, it was February 11th. So yeah, we missed a little bit there. So yeah, that's what we got coming up in Spider-Man for this episode. But of course, we got to go and talk about our watching, reading, playing first.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and jump on over to watching, reading, playing. It is your episode, so you figure out what's going on here.
All right, I'll go first. So watching, my wife and I finished season 1 of Squid Game, so we've kind of petered out on that a little bit. I also am fully caught up on House of the Dragon until tonight.
I'm not.
Then I won't be. So
I have been too fucking tired all goddamn week, and then the
Really?
one night I was going to go. I've been getting into a cadence because there's also a really in-depth podcast I listen to where there's these two like hardcore George R. R. Martin fans that are, I really like the cut of their jib overall, and they also do it pretty well where it's like a 3.5 hour episode, and like it's only like the last 40 minutes is actually like where they'll actually talk ahead. So I just watch it, and then I just stop the episode when they get to the spoiler section. And they have a massive, like, you know, almost 4-hour episode a lot of times, but it comes out like Thursday morning. So I'm usually too tired to watch it Sunday night because it comes out at 7. But then the rest of the week, I'm just like, I'll just, you know. And then Wednesday is the day you text me and said, oh, yeah, we got to watch the 3-hour fucking
Salem's Lot for the other show.
For a hangout. So I'm probably going to either watch it tonight or tomorrow morning.
Gotcha.
So, I'm behind on that, unfortunately.
Yeah, I had a little.
So you're
extra,
ahead of me.
I had a little extra time this week.
I may have been spoiled on something,
I
though.
watched. Oh, yeah?
I may have seen a meme that tells me the character I really don't like might die in this next the episode I'm behind on.
Oh, my. Someone dies in House of the Dragon? What?
One that deserves it.
Say it isn't so. But yeah, I think I said it. World War II with Tom Hanks. I finished that series where it was 20-part on World War II. Finally concluded this last week, so I watched those last two episodes. And then I watched Mortal Kombat 2 on HBO Max.
Excellent. What'd you think?
Like I said, I had some extra time. I will say, thoroughly enjoyed the story. I like what they're doing with it. Because it's one of the things with Mortal Kombat is like, how do you constantly have to have a threat when the tournament is every 10 years? So it's like, what are we going to do? Like, this is the tournament, so what are we going to do? But I think they left it in a good place to where...
Well, the tournament wasn't even in the first one.
No,
so.
It wasn't in the first one. The tournament was in this one.
Yeah.
So I liked that. And then, like, okay, so they're leaving it open for a sequel, but how are they going to do a sequel if there's the tournament's in this one? And then they left it open to a good spot where it's like, okay, so that's what they're going to do. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay, I like what they're doing with that. And then, of course, I went and saw Spider-Man Brand New Day with you and our movie crew and everything.
Yeah.
Reading, I finished The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, finally. That is a long book. I am still reading the prequels to the House of M, so I'm on Excalibur. I am getting a little bogged down. Luckily, I'm on the last episode. It says what I found online is that episodes 1 through 8 of Excalibur are very important for House of M. So I will be able to start the House of M hopefully after this issue. Not episode, I guess.
Yeah.
And then I read the two, on your recommendation, I read the two issues of Daredevil versus Doom in the Daredevil comics.
Yeah. Early on, too.
Where Doom switches bodies with Daredevil to go attack the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Matt Murdock gets the best of him, though.
Yes. Yes, he does.
As heroes do, often.
As one does, indeed.
Yes.
Indeed, yeah.
And then still just playing 7 Days to Die and Borderlands 4. I'm not branching out anytime soon. Borderlands 4 is fucking... I thought I was getting into the game, and I didn't realize I was just still in the starting area. And so they're like, hey, we need you to go to these other locations. And they popped up and they showed how big the map is. Basically, in context for you, I thought my world was Valentine and Horseshoe Overlook. And they just pulled back and showed me the rest of the map for Red Dead 2. And I went... oh, fuck. I have a lot still to do. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing Borderlands 4 for the foreseeable future. And then 7 Days to Die is the game that I'm playing with my wife. So,
yeah.
Every chance I get.
Good stuff.
What about you?
So I played nothing since our last episode.
You just said you were too tired to watch House of the Dragon. You obviously don't have time to play then,
Yeah,
right?
and it was actually funny because I was like, I've been thinking about a Red Dead 2.
Yeah, you were telling me that yesterday.
But that's when I heard that the Xbox servers are down and shit. So I'm like, oh, I'm glad I didn't try because I probably would have not.
It is a sign from on high.
Yeah, indeed.
Or below, in Tad's case. I guess that's where the signs come from for him.
So watching, I finished Modern Family finally.
Oh, okay.
They bamboozled me, though.
How'd they bamboozle you?
So 22 episodes consistently. Final season, 18. So I'm like,
Gotcha.
oh, I still got 4 more episodes or whatever.
Nope.
And I like paused it. It said finale part 2. And I'm like, what? The last episode was finale part 1? Like, what the fuck's going on here? Like, I'm not that late into the goddamn show.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was the finale. So yeah, finished that up. Then Peacock just closed out and said, maybe you want to watch this. And it popped up and said The Paper, the follow-up to The Office. I'm like, I haven't watched that yet. So I'm watching that now. So
how is that?
I'm enjoying it. It's a different show for sure, but
Yeah.
it's one of my favorite gags so far was because Oscar works there. Like, so
Yeah.
it's like Dunder Mifflin got bought out by this like larger paper conglomerate, but it's like their big thing is like toilet paper and shit.
Oh, okay.
And like they
So
also have like
paper products.
yeah, and they also have like a newspaper that's like pretty much almost out of business. And Oscar's been absorbed and it's in like Ohio or something.
Okay.
And like he's all like, yeah, fuck you guys, I'm not gonna have anything to do with this. Like I'm not signing anything. Like he ruined my life. Like on and on and on. And it's like then it just goes to black and says Oscar doesn't realize this contract he signed back in 2005 had no end date, so we still have all of his permission. So, that's like that's
there's no end date.
that's good. That's good. I'm enjoying it though. The weird thing that's tripping me out is Domhnall Gleeson is like kind of the main character.
Yeah.
He does not look the same as he does in Star Wars. Like vaguely. I'm like, yeah, he's a skinny,
Yeah.
ginger, but it's like facial structure and stuff. I'm like, it doesn't look like the same guy. Like I don't get it. I'm like, I know it's the same guy, but it's like
What changed?
It's baffling me to an extent, but
Okay.
I'm really enjoying him quite a bit. It's definitely interesting to get to know like a new set of characters. But yeah, watching that House of the Dragon because I still have watched even though I'm behind an episode.
Yeah.
I
You watched
did-
last week's episode.
Yeah, I did watch the entire King of the Hill revival
Oh,
new
shit,
season.
I forgot about that. I texted you when that came out. I'm like, wait a minute.
Wait, you forgot to watch it or you forgot to mention it?
I forgot to watch it.
Oh God. And you're the because you
Because I was taking a break at work and I pulled out my phone. I went to Instagram and there's this scene with Hank in an electric truck. And I'm like,
they're gonna think it's mine.
and I'm like, I don't remember this. I mean, I only watched the revival season once, but I don't remember this. And then I looked down at the bottom in the description and it's like, new season dropped today. And I'm like, oh shit. And I text you and you're like, yeah, man, like, duh. And I'm like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't hear anything about it.
Yeah.
I didn't see a trailer. I didn't see mention of it at all. Since I saw that clip, nothing but King of the Hill stuff. Every fucking where.
Did I send you the one from the original show when he's all like acting like he's gonna fight Cotton?
Yes.
And Cotton breaks a dish. He's like, "Come on!" And it's like,
Yeah.
he's taking it serious.
And then Peggy's like, all right, that's it. You're breaking my good dishes. Get out of here.
Yeah. I love Cotton with all my fucking heart, dude. Cotton is my fucking hero, dude. I love him. I killed Fitty Man.
I killed Fitty Man.
I also watched last week Crimson Tide. 90s it's like a nuclear submarine
Okay.
USS Alabama, which hence Crimson Tide being the name of the movie probably.
Hey.
Gene Hackman, Denzel gets brought in as fill-in executive officer because like an appendectomy, like the normal appendectomy. Gene Hackman, you've got Viggo Mortensen is in it, James Gandolfini, like there's like
Damn.
there's a number of actors in it and stuff. But essentially tensions are rising with the Russians. A rebel group has basically is almost cooing, and they've gotten a hold of
in Russia.
in Russia.
Okay.
They've gotten a hold of some nuclear facilities, and they're literally a nuclear thing with like deployable nukes. And like the whole gist of the movie is like they get the word to like launch, but then they get a second one that's like gets cut off, and then it's a matter of Denzel saying you don't know if we're still supposed to be launching or not. And so it turns it's a really good 90s drama,
interesting.
yeah, it's good stuff. Once I saw
Crimson Tide.
yeah, it was I really enjoyed the hell out of it. And then watch Salem's Lot like you mentioned.
Oh shit, I forgot that one.
And then I went and watched Spider-Man Brand New Day on Thursday, and I also went yesterday and saw it again. So I've seen that twice. And then reading The Stand, read a little bit of Night Shift, and then read a couple Daredevil issues, including the couple I sent you towards.
I really appreciate you sending me those because that's my first introduction into Doom in the comics aside from Secret Wars.
Oh, okay.
I haven't read anything with him, so largely what I've read with the Marvel Unlimited is I've read Fantastic Four and X-Men and Daredevil.
Wait, you read Fantastic Four, but no Doom?
No, not Fantastic Four. Sorry, X-Men, Spider-Man.
Oh, okay.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah, Spider-Man.
I was going to say like does not compute.
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Spider-Man. I've been reading a bunch of Spider-Man. I've read Daredevil a bunch, and then there's some X-Men stuff. So,
Yeah, I haven't been hitting it super hard recently. But I did jump on and read some Daredevil. And I'm not sure what it was. Something I think I saw a tweet or something that mentioned the issue that I sent, the issues I sent you towards. And so that I just jumped back and it was kind of a pain in the ass because just for your information, if you're reading a series, if you go and read like an earlier edition, it will not remember where you left off. So like I was up in the 100 somewhere. I'm doing the Frank Miller stuff, and then I jumped back to those 60 or 80, whatever. Those two issues, way back from what I'm doing.
Yeah,
there was no way for me to easily find where I was actually at. So write your shit down if you're ever like
the two that you sent me for Daredevil and Doom.
Yeah,
but like I just read last episode, I read two where Spider-Man's trapped in a subway tunnel that's collapsing after a bomb attack, trying to kill a jury for a murder trial and stuff like that. So like I like those standalone ones. I haven't got into reading. Okay, I'm gonna go read an entire year worth of a superhero yet. I haven't gotten.
I mean, you're reading the House of M as a pretty inclusive event, right? Like you're reading.
I'm reading like the prequel stuff, and then there's like tie-in ones. I'm gonna read all that and stuff like that. So
yeah,
it's nice because like the House of M is its own series, but then when I jump into like the Spider-Man ones, I'm gonna be jumping into Spider-Man's stuff. Read the one or two that's there, jump back to the House of M, jump out to Wolverine, jump back to the House of M, jump into the Fantastic Four, stuff like that. So
yeah, 100%. Well, that's a pretty good transition as we move over to. Well, I guess we're moving over to the main topic, but I guess we do have
of theaters that were playing Spider-Man. I don't know if you heard me when we were walking in. I think I was a little bit ahead of you. I think you were behind me. But I because there's 4 theaters down the way we go to that really big one, the one we always go to, like the big Marvel shows.
Yeah.
There's 4 theaters and 3 of them were playing Spider-Man and the other one was only playing the Odyssey. It's like, okay, the Odyssey, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
You're still going to be showing the Odyssey. But I was like, oh, okay. This is massive.
Yeah.
That's kind of how I gauged it. It's like, oh, there's a lot of theaters. Because our theater that we go to isn't one of those ones that has like 16 screens.
No, it's 14, I think.
Yeah. So it's not even like that big. Even like the 14 ones, I think some of the smaller ones are like 200 people tops.
Yeah.
Like they're not very big.
No, there's some smaller theaters there for sure, but
but
yeah, there's a few in here in Utah where I know there's at least one theater that has like 24 screens, I think.
Yeah.
So
there's some pretty big ones here in Utah. So
yeah.
like with that, it's like it is one of the smaller ones, but it is still like really nice and really it does all the new stuff. It doesn't do like, it's not one of those small ones that does like the 4th and 5th week of a movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
The dollar theaters, as I used to think of them back when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Nothing's $1 anymore, though.
I don't even know if they have second-run theaters anymore.
Oh, man, I don't know if they do. 'Cause the 2 that instantly popped into my head was the one over at the mall. That's gone. That's a big regular theater now. And then the one out. Yeah, I think I think that transitioned into an AMC.
Yeah, when would you have the time to do it at this point with them coming out on disc? I mean,
I think it killed.
I pre-ordered Brand New Day while we were at dinner before the movie.
You did.
So
that was crazy to me.
It's been happening pretty regularly where
it
doesn't
be like, have a release date, but it's up for pre-order.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Doomsday trailer. What do you think? I mean, I mean, we got our first Doom voice. We see him
so good
a little bit. We
see
saw
him twice.
We see Wade, but it's like not a great shot. You know, I guess it's like side profile of his face.
We see him more than Thanos.
No, because we saw Thanos full on in Avengers like a decade before he actually did anything.
Sitting in a chair. We see Doom actually.
Did you see that Kevin Feige thing?
Yeah.
Where they asked him about that, they're like, "Oh, build up." But he's like, "What did we build up for Thanos?"
He was sitting in a chair.
Sitting in a chair.
Talked on the phone.
Yeah, it's like we didn't do that much.
We didn't build up anything. Infinity War is the build up. That first scene is the build up for Thanos.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, of the San Diego Comic-Con, they had like the suit on full display, and there's some pretty high res images and stuff. But like the trailer, I think hearing him is the bigger deal because like, yeah, I mean, Doom is gonna look like Doom, but like, what's RDJ gonna do
what's
for the
RDJ
voice?
gonna do with it?
So, and I'm pretty impressed with the voice. So
I am too.
And on Thor, you know, may we all have a hype man as good as Thor.
Yeah,
is for Doom there.
Yeah.
Pretty good stuff. We see some mixture of characters.
I did take some notes. I noticed that we got Black Panther going to Namor. and she's with her people, just Wakandans down there.
Yeah.
But then there's like the ocean's like pulled back. Like Namor pulls the ocean back and they're fighting on the ocean floor. We're assuming that this Doom is the Doom from the Fantastic Four's world. This could be a Doom from a different world who killed his Fantastic Four and now has to deal with the fallout from this.
Yeah.
That something's happening to his world because of this Fantastic Four and what happened with the Galactus or something else.
Yeah.
There is a possibility of that because we are dealing with the multiverse. So
Yeah.
we don't necessarily know that Doom is from the Fantastic Four in the Fantastic Four movies world.
Yeah. No, 100%. I don't know. I think my big conspiracy theories is like, I don't think that's Captain America.
Do you think it's someone else?
It's either Captain Hydra or it's Loki.
I think I'm leaning towards Loki.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, I think even the Thor scene is worthy at
I
this
think
point.
absolutely would be worthy. And I think that's where Thor's being a little cautious, like, is this Steve? But it also could be someone who's worthy portraying himself as Steve.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do see Loki in the trailer for one shot. And then there's also a TVA card with Loki on it. I think it's Loki. That's my personal. I think it's Loki.
Yeah. That's kind of where I'm hedging. I mean, we covered a rumor back when we were still doing news where there was the thought that they might use all of the main cast as like multiple characters. So like RDJ might play Iron Man.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. And I think we covered like Deadpool and Wolverine. I get it. He was pruned, whatever. Like that all makes sense. You can't now ham fist him in and pretend he's just always been there in the Fox universe. Like that quirked me a little bit because
does he get back and this is his universe? Because remember, they're alive at the end of Deadpool and Wolverine. So did the TVA do Deadpool a solid, like he asked, fix their world and put him back? And that just happens to be because let's be perfectly honest, that is not the Fox X-Men.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Show me a Fox X-Men where Cyclops wears blue. He doesn't. What, do you want to wear yellow spandex? They wear black. That is not the Fox X-Men.
I mean, we don't know.
No, exactly. That's my point.
We don't know because we haven't seen anything beyond when Wolverine got back after Days of Futures Past. We don't know what that looks like.
So it could be a world where Gambit exists with those X-Men. If we're willing to accept that a costume is different, we could have differences there, which means that Gambit could be a part of that X-Men. Mm-hmm. Also, we don't know that he is part of the X-Men. He could just be getting there at the same time. Why is Shang-Chi there?
Well, he's on the Avengers
and Black Widow. Yeah,
yeah. They're
so why are they there and everything? Where's Gambit coming from? Gambit could be coming in as well, just like they're coming in.
If he's coming in elsewhere, I don't want him to just like hand wave us and make us think that like he's existed in the Fox universe.
He's been Gambit this entire time.
Yeah, it's like we know he hasn't been there. Like they've been trying to get that movie off the ground
you just hate everything about Gambit is all it is. No, I'm just kidding. You're right. You are.
Yeah.
He hasn't been Gambit. We haven't ever had a live action Gambit.
Yeah.
Until now in Deadpool and Wolverine, and that was not part of the X-Men team. That was in Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm kind of wondering, Wolverine's in Doomsday, right? Have we had it? We've had no confirmation on Hugh Jackman, have we?
I don't remember. I don't remember enough about the chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't remember. There were so many names there. I don't remember if we ever got Hugh or not.
Because isn't that where we got Ryan Reynolds?
What?
Ryan Reynolds was on a chair, wasn't he?
I don't think so. I think people are going to be surprised by how many people are not in this movie. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I think this is going to be fairly limited. I think, honest to God, we may have seen most of who we're going to see.
Yeah.
I genuinely do. Because just with the idea that Battleworld is the next phase, I think that's where the bigger thing happens, right? Like there's going to be a lot more going on there. Like I don't know that, I mean, there's been some rumblings and who knows what Marvel's throwing out there that's fake, but that the movie might open up with, I think one of the leakers that we've covered over the years. The rumor is the movie might be opening with the X-Men and Toby having an incursion.
Oh, okay.
And the X-Men are basically fighting Toby and they beat him. So his world dies. And that's to kind of set the stage that when incursions happen, it's almost like Mortal Kombat, where like one side wins, one side loses. Whichever one wins, their planet survives.
Yeah.
And so then that'll be the setup enough to where now you're going to get the realm of like 616 and like, which to me makes logical sense. But again, with Marvel, man, they might be leaking out all kinds of fucking fake shit. But it's like, but outside of that, like I'm not expecting to see like the 3 Spider-Man here. I think that's more Secret Wars. I think we're going to see. I think a lot more of what we're all expecting is more Secret Wars side.
Yeah.
And this is going to be more of like set Doom up, let him wipe some people out, let him see some planets destroyed. I think he might bamboozle our heroes to some extent. I really
wonder if he pretends to be a good guy at the beginning, because you pointed something out in the text conversation that there's a negative space in the Fantastic Four. You get the shot of Thor standing there talking to everyone, and the 4 Fantastic Four are split 2 and 2, and it looks like there's supposed to be someone in between them.
Yeah.
I think that's Doom.
I think it's Doom. 100%.
Yeah. I think Doom comes with them as a
hero.
As a heel and stuff like that. So I think that's the theater of Kangs.
Yeah.
And I think Doom really does wipe them out. He kicks Thor's ass, which is why Thor needs to assemble a team. But then that kind of ruins our Doom pretends to be a good guy, but maybe that doesn't happen right away.
Yeah.
But so the incursion thing is interesting, because then Thor is saying we need a miracle, because they need to be able to beat another planet's worth of heroes to save their planet.
Like the X-Men, maybe.
Yeah.
So
you're going to need a lot of heavy hitters to beat the
and
X-Men.
we don't have it. 616 is not. There's a lot of weak motherfuckers in that world right now. That is the sparsest that the Avengers have ever looked when it comes to like power.
The Avengers, but when you add in everyone else, if we do get everyone else, then it's going to be different.
Yeah. Good stuff. Really surprised we didn't see it for Spider-Man, but whatever. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into Brand New Day. So the first thing I'll say,
go ahead,
is what is it? Daniel Destin Cretton, the director.
Yeah,
just needs to be like taken out, on a rail car. Get rid of him. He has character assassinated Peter Parker.
What?
Absolute terrible. Twice in this movie, Peter Parker is eating Little Caesars. That is character assassination. I don't care if it's fucking like sales, like whatever the fuck, product placement. Shame. In New York City.
Shame.
There shouldn't even be a Little Caesars in that fucking city.
I will say I did not even think about that. I chuckled when I saw the Little Caesars, because they are running a special, having a Spider-Man pizza and everything. So that's still product placement and everything.
Make like some homeless guy eating Little Caesars, not Peter Parker.
Yeah.
He's a self-respecting New Yorker.
If he's gonna,
the first one I like that almost looked like it was
he had it
delivered,
Caesars.
But there was another one where it was way more clear.
Where Little Caesars gets delivered. That is, you're 100% right. That is inexcusable in the city of New York.
In the city of New York.
That's actually probably punishable by crime.
Yes, indeed. I'm surprised.
I bet you if you found it, because it's real location. I bet you if you found that location and looked, there'd be at least 5 pizzas that deliver to that apartment.
That's better. That's like real New York pizza.
That's just New York pizza. It doesn't matter. Like you don't even have to say that it's better. It's New York pizza. It instantly is better than Little Caesars.
Yeah.
No offense to Little Caesars. Here in Utah, I love Little Caesars. But if someone said, "Hey Peter, I'll fly you to New York for free and let you get New York style New York pizza," I've had New York pizza. I'll tell you right now, it's the best pizza you'll ever have.
It's like Michael Scott that goes to his New York pizza spot at Sambaros.
Yeah. That's basically what that's what Peter Parker did.
Yeah. Character assassination. That's all I'm saying. Character assassination.
I don't think it's the director's fault. I think he had no choice in the matter. Which means that it's just one more thing in the crimes of Sony.
Yeah, I guess we could blame Sony.
Let's blame Sony.
Yeah. I wanted a boo when their title card came up.
Let's pardon the director, because it was probably Sony that did it, but we're watching him.
Yeah, I'm watching.
This is a warning.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Warning from Geekery Abides. Peter Parker doesn't eat Little Caesars. Peter Parker is a fucking New Yorker. Peter Parker eats New York pizza.
Yeah. Now, I've seen at least one person mention it on Twitter, because I'm like, is anybody else locked in on this? I found one tweet, and then like somebody responded to the person, because the person was saying a lot of the same things I was, where I was just like, what are you doing here? One
Yeah.
person commented, like, is it them trying to show that he's poor? But I'm like, the problem is there's not one other time in this movie he looked poor.
No. He has a 3D printer, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, a pretty legit looking 3D printer. He's
able to make a fucking, like, neural suppressor kind of thing
Yeah,
from a 3D printer. No, that's a legit 3D printer.
yeah, that's like a Stark Tech type.
Dude, he
you know,
probably stole that.
maybe.
Criminal.
Yeah, he's a menace.
That was the absolute best part of this entire movie. Not a single mention of that fucker Jameson.
Oh, we needed him.
It was so refreshing.
We needed him. I'm sad.
So nice.
I'm sad.
It was so good. Didn't have a single mention of that asshole.
Got to class up the joint a little bit with
No.
the Oscar award-winning actor there.
I mean, the Oscar award-winning actor is phenomenal. The character he plays is an asshole.
I wish they would just put out a legitimate J. Jonah Jameson podcast.
Dude, he legit could. And just have him reacting to the superhero stuff that's coming out. That's all he has to do.
That'd be great. You pay him for like a 5-6 hours. Pay
Yeah.
him for a day. He comes in and records. What will end up being. You just do like 20-30 minute podcasts.
Yep.
You've got enough there to last you for ages.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. You're golden there.
But yeah, honestly, I have some like notes, but I think let's just dive in. I mean,
Yeah. Peter's by himself after his decision at the end of No Way Home.
Yeah.
He's street level.
Yeah.
Very, very obviously
and
street
it's
level.
stage street level too.
And it's stage street.
I had some suspicions it wouldn't, but it did
But
indeed.
it did.
Yeah. I guess just maybe overall thoughts first. Like, just you want to take an overview before we actually dive into.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was thoroughly good. They definitely bamboozled me with the jail scenes in the trailers with the hand. Like, obviously he's going to rescue Daredevil. Like, the hand's going to go in and try and kill.
I think they even
Matt.
shot that to make it because like
they made
the
it
thing
seem
for
like,
No Way Home where
Yeah.
like you could clearly tell there's like other people.
Yeah, because like
With
Electro's
Lizard
like
and-
down and Lizard's up and Sandman's down. Like, you could tell that there was more than one person. Like,
Yeah.
look at the eye lines. They purposely did that here again as just a straight up fuck you, nerds.
I love it, dude.
It's great.
I love it.
It's great because they got us.
Yeah.
They 100%. We have to admit it, guys. They got us. We absolutely thought Punisher's in this, Spider-Man's in this, Daredevil's going to be in this. Absolutely, he's going to be in this. This is the perfect time to bring Daredevil back to into the mainstream instead of just like Matt Murdock, but bring Daredevil. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. They got us.
Yeah.
They got us good.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, I will say it. I've seen it twice now,
Yeah.
but I will say it's the best Spider-Man movie that's ever been made.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
It's up there for me.
It's like I held off because after one viewing, I don't want to like overreact or anything, but yeah, I after seeing it the second time, I'm like, yeah, there's no. I think Tom Holland's already the best Spider-Man. I've been saying that for years. Like, I think he captures everything. He actually looks like a high school student. He has the awkwardness. I just feel like he kind of captures the full total package of Spider-Man. Whereas like the other guys, I like them for what they were, but it's like they didn't have the entirety. They had aspects, right? And I think that like Tom Holland's always had that. And I think this is finally putting him in a position where it's like, this actually felt like Spider-Man, like this, like in every way. Like, also, I think this is the most comic book feeling movie I think I've ever seen.
Really?
Just everything about this just like everything about it. Like the fact that you were able to weave in, the Hulk and Punisher and Yelena, and it never felt
that's what happens with comics
in the comics, yeah. But it never also felt forced because there's been a lot of bad movies
where they force too much.
And like I'm not even
like Spider-Man 3, why did we need 3 bad guys?
Yeah. No, 100%. And like there's just times where people have tried, and not even that they have to be bad movies. There's also been movies that you may have otherwise liked, but there's times they just do stuff where it's like, you kind of just tell you're just going towards nostalgia, whatever the hell. This never felt nostalgic, and in a lot of ways this almost felt like it was almost a celebration of the non-MCU in a lot of ways, because you got Universal Hulk, you've got Punisher that's that's a different studio.
Netflix,
Spider-Man is a different, like you have these characters that have largely not been in.
Jean Grey was Fox.
So it's like you've got this like weird ass thing, but it's like, but I don't know, it just felt like a comic book. It's intercutting with itself. Nothing felt over the top. It all felt like it just worked. This movie was written brilliantly. It was executed perfectly. Like I said, after seeing it the second time, I can safely say, Hayden asked me, what do you think compared to all the other Spider-Man? I'm like, I don't know, man. I always hate like coming out of a movie first thing and like giving a reaction like too quickly, because it's like you could be overhyped.
Your knee-jerk reaction is always to say how good the movie was, unless you truly hated it.
Yeah.
Because I have Facebook memories where I ranted and raved about Transformers.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And that's not a great movie. But walking out of the theater, my mind was blown because, it's fresh off of it.
Yeah.
And everything. But a week later, a few days later.
Yeah. Or even when you rewatch a movie, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes you watch a movie and it just gets worse. And like that was it for me with this one, where it's just like I want to. Also, I had a little bit more energy yesterday than I did on Thursday. At the end of a week. The end
Thursday is our Fridays because we work 4/10s, and Tad puts in more than 10 hours almost every day.
Yeah,
because he is in a manager position and stuff like that. So me, I go in, I clock in for my 10 hours, I clock out, I get 10. 10.1, 10.2. Tad sometimes there's 12, 13 hours. So.
Yeah. I think I was there 12 hours on Thursday.
Exactly.
So it's definitely one of those things where like I was a little bit, I don't want to say even punchy, but it's like I certainly am just not at my sharpest on Thursday.
And I think
evenings.
that was the way I was with a movie that we had last year. I came out of it and I was just like, yeah, that wasn't that good. And you're like, really? And then like I went home, I slept on it, and I think I texted you the next day, and I was like, dude, I was way too harsh on that movie.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I've had some time to sleep on it. I just wasn't in a good mood last night.
Yeah.
I was tired. I was sore. I was not in a good headspace, and that's exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. But yeah, I think this is like also like, just like, cause it's holistic, right? So Tom Holland, I think is always been the best Spider-Man. It's been that for pretty much since Civil War. I mean, that's 10 years ago now. Which is pretty wild to think about. But it's like,
crazy.
I think I pretty much crowned him there from my perspective, because it's like, no disrespect to the other two guys, but it's just like they just didn't have everything, and I think Tom just does. And I think this is also the most emotionally legitimate Spider-Man film. This felt like a Spider-Man comic in the sense of like it had a lot of heart, it had a lot of emotion, it had it had a lot of down. Like like I don't know. There's part of me that wanted to say like, good, Peter's depressed. This is right. And I just feel like they've missed that with the other Holland movies. Like they're fine. Like I love the movies to an extent, but it's like they did kind of miss some marks of Spider-Man, right? Like he was a little bit too.
I think
his life was almost too good in some ways.
You want to know what you want? I think I may have just popped into my head what was missing. He didn't have the Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
you don't have that. You don't have that thing where the mess up that got his uncle killed.
Yeah.
Like that's the big thing for like the Toby Spider-Man, right? And then you never see it with Andrew, do you? I think they kind of glaze over it, don't they?
I'm trying to remember. Uncle Ben is certainly addressed. Because
it's addressed, but I don't think there's like an origin story for Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. If I
don't remember.
It's been a minute since I've watched those ones, but it's always the like you're saying, like the down, the brooding, the moody Spider-Man and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that is kind of missing from the Tom Holland stuff because he has Aunt May.
Yeah.
But when he
when
he loses Aunt May,
what's funny is they kind of screwed themselves a little bit, because you see Uncle Ben's name in the second movie,
Far From Home,
on the luggage and stuff. And then even like in Civil War, there's allusions to him. So like I do dislike the last movie a little bit, because it's like now, and even in this one, I did watch close. I think they did a good job of largely giving you a shots where like maybe there's a grave next to Aunt May's, but there's one shot where it's like, no,
it's her by herself.
And it's like, I don't know about that, man. Because like even if you have it where Uncle Ben is dead, but it's like it was before his time, so it doesn't impact him in a way, but he still needs to exist in my opinion. I think just because like you already have, but then again, in Civil War, there was like allusions to like, if you don't do something and something happens, it's your fault.
Yeah.
And it's the thing he said to Tony Stark, what inspires him. It's like, so how is that not I don't know. I just feel like they've been a little bit like they've let the goalposts move a little bit on what the actual backstory with him is until the third movie, and then suddenly it's like, oh, it's never existed. Now this is it. It's like, wait, but what about all those other things you've breadcrumbed me?
They're undoing that, and then they're making it so that his Uncle Ben moment is Aunt May.
Yeah,
and that's what they decided to do. What they should have done is they should have just done Uncle Ben's gone. He was a part of Peter's life, but he wasn't the biggest part of Peter's life. In this universe, Aunt May is his Uncle Ben.
Yeah,
that's what they should have done to make it clean. Not have these questions of like, well, what about Uncle Ben? Yeah, he died when he was 5.
Yeah,
Peter went to go live with them when he was 2. Died when he was 5. He has some memories of Uncle Ben. He obviously thinks fondly of him. That's Aunt May's husband. That's his uncle.
He would have heard all the stories.
You're still going to hear stories. You're going to build up a picture of my grandma died when I was 5.
And a legendary picture too.
Yeah.
Right? You're not gonna see the warts and stuff.
No,
you're just gonna see
you're going to hear the good things.
Yeah.
My grandma died when I was 5. I have one memory of her.
Yeah,
and it's a very good memory.
Yeah,
but it's also a sad memory because she was sick.
Yeah,
so it's like I think something like that with Uncle Ben is what they should have done, and there should have been Aunt May and Uncle Ben tombstones.
Yeah,
and everything. He's just like, love you, May, and then he just like, hey Ben. Like, hey, Uncle Ben. And that's all. That's all you have to do. That's all you had to do instead of retconning him out.
Or he doesn't. You don't even have to acknowledge it. Just have a headstone that's clearly like right there.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I don't know. That it's a minor thing, and it's from the previous stuff. But it's like with this one though. Yeah, I think this one just fired on all the cylinders. It felt the most comic booky, and like honest to God, over the next like couple months, I might go see it again, and then certainly when it comes out on video, I'm going to revisit it again. Yeah. But it's like. Another big question for me is like, where does this rank for all comic book movies? Because like, this is
really good.
This might be up there for me.
That final fight was so good.
Yeah, and dude, I will say even on the rewatch, and the sad part is I've already forgotten a few of them. There are so many fucking minor references to previous movies in this series, to previous real Spider-Man stuff. Like we all obviously know, like the original cover is one of the shots in here. There's just I feel like this is like just Daniel Destin Craig. He killed it from the perspective of like Easter eggs, throwing you shit, and like there was like something small where it's like just the most minor line in one of the previous 3 films that there was just kind of a cheeky little like thing that's like, oh, that ties back to that. It's like watching Hot Fuzz, and it's just like, oh shit, every fucking line in this comes back. Like I feel like there's just so many, and you miss it until like, on the second. I was like, oh my God, that's like a.
I think you had stepped away from us outside of the theater, but I was talking to Hayden and his girlfriend and my wife that there was a lot of references to like the Spider-Man games too.
Yeah,
like straight down to like the rocket launchers.
Look
almost exactly like the rocket launchers in the Spider-Man games. But that very first scene where he takes out the guys on the roof doing like the drug deal, dude, that's a crime. That's exactly what he does. He jumps off the roof. He saves those people. They end up like webbed up and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, there's like the web bombs. There's like a few shots in the second time I noticed that looked like the finishers from the Insomnia. I actually have I have a whole note on Insomnia.
You got the like the electric swords that like the demons use and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then later the Sable people are using them, like stun stuff and everything. Oh, it was
one more. I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Yelena, him naked pretty much except for the mask.
That's one of the suits.
You're in that in the.
That's one of the suits that you could put on in the fucking game.
So, I think that
down to the 6-pack.
Yeah, I think that they did a genius job. And again, it never felt ham-fisted because I think most of them skated by me the first time, and it wasn't until the next go around that I'm like, oh shit, like there's a bunch of references here. And sadly, a few of them are so minor I've already forgotten what they were. But I remember thinking like, oh my God, that's a fucking reference to 1 or 2, right? One of the earlier movies where it's just like, and it's such a small thing that it's not some big like, hey, notice this Easter egg. No, it's just like a passing little thing, and it's just
gonna
like,
be really nice when Watch Mojo comes out with all the 20 Easter eggs, top 20 Easter eggs that you missed in Spider-Man.
100%,
brand new day,
100%, dude, and so huge credit to the folks that actually put all that together. Huge credit to the writers too, because I think the writers, I know it's always easy to just give all the credit to the director, but a director
They had to have something to work with.
Yeah, a director can only upgrade a bad script so far.
Yeah.
So give a great director a really shitty script and watch what you end up getting out of it. So huge shout out to the writers because I think they wrote an amazing movie here. So another thing, the suit, the best Spider-Man suit we've ever seen on screen for me. Like, it was real.
That bright blue.
Like, everything else they've done with Tom Holland has sucked because it's too fucking CG. And, like, every time I see it behind the scenes and I saw they actually had him in real suits and they just CG'd over the whole thing, I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, dude?
What's the point?
Yeah, what the fuck? Because it's just...
Did you not learn your lesson with Green Lantern?
Yeah, and it's like... And the thing is, I don't think it ever looked bad, but it never looked perfect. It never looked real because it was ultimately CG. But this one, it looked real because it was fucking real. There's one point that his mask is on a little bit off. The eyes are just a smidge...
Yeah,
because he's thrown them because that's probably what happened on set, and so just that brings a realism to it. There's points where his mask doesn't feel like it's entirely like it's lined up right, but it's like it looks disconnected. But it's like
which is what it was.
Which is it's like, and so it's just like I love everything about it. Is the most design wise, it's closest to the comics. And that's why maybe I'd remove like Tom Holland or I'm sorry Andrew or Toby because they picked their style on them. Fine, you did what you did, great, whatever. But it's like this is the Tom Holland stuff. I think they've largely tried to get very comic accurate, but they've done CG in the previous 5-6 movies he's been in. This is the first time we've actually seen him in a real fucking suit. They put him in it on set, and that's what you actually saw on screen. Because we've also seen all the interviews with him too, where he's just like, this is the first one he had where he could actually go to the bathroom without taking the whole suit off. It's like, okay, so they put him in all these suits for all these other movies to then just CG the whole fucking thing. Like, what are you doing this for?
Yeah.
Why?
That's a lot of money to CG that.
Yeah, why put him in it? Why put him in that kind of suit?
Why put him in a suit that's not the suit?
If you're just gonna CG, yeah,
like, put him in the Spider-Man suit. Like, what are you doing?
And that's been a slight like annoyance to me with the previous 3 films. I love the movies, I really do.
Yeah,
but it's just like that was just a small, and even like Infinity War, Endgame, same thing. It's just like, it's.
I mean, that one I understand a little bit more because, like, especially in Infinity War when he gets the nano suit, it's kind of hard to put someone in a nano suit.
No, for sure, but you see him in the normal suit earlier on too, and it's like a concerted effort they made throughout the entirety of the MCU until now, to where he's always just they've always just. And I think I saw something once where they're like, yeah, we got this really cool suit design for him back in Civil War, but then we just decided in post production, you know what, we're just gonna,
over it.
Yeah, basically paint over it, and it's just like, who made that decision, man?
Yeah.
Because it's like every time I see a behind the scenes thing, I'm like, it looks fine.
I think that's one of the reasons why I really like the Deadpool suit with how Ryan looks in it is because it is him in a suit. It's I mean, we saw it at Comic-Con. It's not CG. It's not done over like that. Like,
yeah,
they'll
like CG the eyes or whatever, which is fine. And it's like, and for the previous Spider-Man films, if they had just let him do the suit, but they like CG'd out some like wrinkles, like some imperfections that it looks like a costume and maybe not fine. But don't just paint the whole because like even here,
what is the point?
Yeah, so this one I like. There's multiple times I reveled in the first time and the second time. There was whole scenes I was just almost paying attention to nothing but the suit because I'm just like, Jesus Christ, dude, it's good. It's perfect. Yeah. It's absolutely perfect. So,
I loved the sauna scene. I will say, Yelena she kills me, dude.
Oh yeah.
She kills me every time she's on screen.
She is great, and I think we're lucky to have her in the MCU because she's
a goddess.
Yeah, she really is, and she's pretty hot for like Hollywood and stuff, right? Ever since like Oppenheimer, like she's getting fucking job opportunities everywhere. So it's like that's an actor that maybe if you hadn't had her previously already, that's maybe an actor. That's maybe an actor you don't get signed up to a 5-10 year or 5-10 picture deal because she's like, nah,
to be a side character in Spider-Man.
Exactly. So, she's I absolutely adore her, and
she also is really funny. Like just outside of it, like I saw an interview with her and Andrew Garfield. They did a movie together, and she's just a funny person in general. So her wit here with Peter was perfect.
Yeah,
it was perfect. And then, dude, can we talk about him in Punisher now? Because oh my god,
I mean, let me just
no, go ahead.
Because I only like a couple more things that before we got necessarily.
No, go ahead.
The web slinging, especially in that very beginning, best web slinging we've ever seen. Like they picked some shots we've never seen before. Dude. They like just and like in the trailer you saw like inside the mask thing, and it actually like I hated it in the trailer because I'm like, if they're gonna do this, because like I always kind of like got annoyed the fact that we just constantly were inside the suit for Iron Man. I'm like, I get it's Robert Downey Jr., but it's like I want to see the fucking Iron Man suit. So I was kind of concerned.
I'm at a movie to
that-
see Iron Man.
Yeah,
you
so I was
know?
concerned they were going to cross that line here, and we were now going to break that veil, and now suddenly we're going to get the inside the mask for Peter, and that was going to be like. But honest to God, huge props to Tom Holland. He's almost not in this movie.
Yeah.
It is the mask more than it's not, and it's like huge
Yeah.
props to you because like that means that you don't have like the ego, whatever. And I'm not saying Robert Downey Jr. has it, but I'm just like it's just. Yeah, the web slinging though was incredible. I love it when he's like struggling with the shit and he runs into the birds and stuff. They're just everything. This is the best web slinging
Yeah,
we've ever
because
seen.
he's got web all over him, and so
Yeah.
they would stick to him.
Yeah, he's like punching the bird, telling it sorry, and it's sticking to him.
Yeah.
I of course thought of what's his name from the game.
Yeah.
I forget the homeless guy with the birds.
Mhm.
And again, there's just multiple times I kept thinking about the game.
You have to grab the birds and smack them a little bit and get them going the right way.
Yeah.
Go home.
Then he dies in the second game.
Sad.
Yeah, that's brutal, man.
Yeah.
That's a tough one. And then the only thing I want to mention before we start to dive into some of the other actors is the fights. The choreography, oh my fucking God, dude. Like,
so good.
just incredible. I mean, the MCU has been very hit or miss with choreography because I think it just comes down to what director you get. Some movies like Winter Soldier is still one of the greatest choreographed movies I've ever
Yeah.
seen. But then you've also had some others where like you watch a MC movie and like the director goes with super shaky cam and you really can't
Yeah.
see what the fuck's going on. And
Black
it's like,
Widow did that a lot, didn't it?
I think so. Yeah.
The one that I praise, and a lot of people don't give it enough credit. I think Shang-Chi might be up there for me.
Oh no, that
In
one
best-
did
In
incredible
best
too.
choreographed.
Yeah.
Like that bus fight, dude. Every now and then that pops up, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah, no.
well, I know what I'm doing for the next
No,
5 or 6
That-
minutes.
That's definitely on the positive side for sure. But it's just like this one, like, holy fuck, dude. Just every fight, and the second time being able to like step back and not worry about the story and just kind of
Yeah.
watch the fights, I'm just like, holy fuck, dude. This is like
yeah.
Daniel. Daniel. I just keep blanking. It's Daniel. Destin Daniel Cretton. He did Shang-Chi. He did this one.
That's what we deserve. That's what he deserves.
Oh,
right?
100%, dude. And
Yeah.
there's part of me that's like, how many more movies can we throw him on right now?
Yeah. What else do we got that he could do? Could he do Blade? Oh wait.
Because just everything with like, again, I know the writers have to take some credit to an extent, but it's like this was just perfect across the board.
Yeah.
Like everything about this, it felt like a comic book movie. It had the emotion, the suit, the choreography. It's just like it's like the stars aligning, right? It's like the Olympics of the people holding the signs up. I know
Yeah.
that's not really the Olympics, but it's just like as you go down the line, it's just like almost every.
That is what the Olympics used to be. Is the judges would give you tens and gymnastics and stuff. Yeah.
and that's just
Absolutely.
that's just what it felt like to me. Where it's just like everything across the board.
Yeah.
And we haven't even got into like all the elements yet, but it's just like I would struggle to think of a weakness for this film for me.
I don't have one. Honestly, the only one that I may have is what was it? Never mind. I don't think I have one.
Yeah, because even
I'm struggling to find one.
yeah, because even the second time through or the second one, I was just like, there's gonna be something that like I missed because I was a little bit punchy or like
Yeah.
or like I just too engrossed because like when I watch a movie the first time, I'm always so on the edge of like the story that it's like a lot of times
Yeah.
I'll miss some of the finer details.
Yes,
So that's
and
why
that's why it's important to go back and watch it again.
yeah, and seeing it the second time, I was able to really step back and just go, dude, this is a fucking marvel. And dude, we've had some great Spider-Man movies.
Yeah.
We really have. So this is not to talk shit on anything that's come previous except for Spider-Man 3.
That's the only bad Spider-Man movie we've had.
Yeah. But this, yeah. And
You
like,
said that outside the theaters. What have we had? 9 Spider-Man movies and we have one bad one?
yeah. And I was undercounting too because I didn't even count the Into the Spider-Verse movies.
Spider-Verse.
So, and those are fucking genius goddamn movies too. So it's like
So wait, it's 6 between Toby. No, 7.
Toby 3, 2
Tom-
for Andrew.
Tom 4.
Tom's got 4 now. So 9. I said 9. So you'd add 2 more. So you got 11.
And that's not counting Spider-Man's in Civil War, Spider-Man's in Infinity War, Spider-Man's in Endgame.
Yeah.
He's a big part in Infinity War and Civil War. Not as big in Endgame, but he's still there
He's still there. Yeah, for sure.
at the end.
But yeah, so
Spoiler.
those are like the main things. But yeah, then my next note is there like Punisher, Yelena, and Hulk.
You
So-
said it earlier. I loved what you said earlier is that this felt like a comic book where they're coming in and they have scenes because like that's the thing is like I'm reading more and more comic books and
So
literally
you're starting to feel it now.
literally the Daredevil that you had me read, the two issues of Daredevil that are about Daredevil and Doom still had the Fantastic Four in it. But for like one page.
Couple panels. Yeah.
That's it. It's them getting a call from Doom, who's actually Daredevil, because they body swapped.
Yeah.
And he's like warning them. They're like, well, that doesn't sound like Doom. We better be careful, like, and stuff like that. That's what you have.
Yeah.
That's what you have with Yelena. She's in 2 scenes.
Yeah.
She literally shows up. He literally goes to her for help in the sauna. And then literally she calls it back. He calls her and is like, hey, I think, this is an issue.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, this might be a little bit bigger potato. And just like, yeah, it fit perfectly. And then,
Yeah.
of course, why would he not go to Bruce
Yeah.
for help
Yeah.
with this? You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and Bruce, like, ESU, that was really great.
Yeah.
Again, I'm mostly coming from that perspective of like the Insomniac
The games, yeah.
because ESU's pretty big in there.
Yeah.
I did
He's
see.
he's an alumni of them.
Yeah.
Like in the games, he's graduated from college. So.
Yeah, I did see some people complaining before the movie came out that it's like this should have been Lizard.
Lizard.
Like from
Connor.
the perspective of like everything we were
Yeah.
seeing from the trailers, it seemed like he's going to him for advice on mutation and like whatever else. It's like, because there's been like some speculation that Sony's basically rule with Marvel is they've got to put someone in every Spider-Man movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's like a contractual thing that you've got to put some like Avenger, some like you got to do. You basically got to sweeten the pot.
Okay.
We're not just going to let you do a Spider-Man movie.
So in the first one, we had
Iron Man.
In
then
the
you had
second
Nick
one,
Fury.
We had Fury. And did we have anyone else in the second one or just Fury? We have Maria Hill
and Happy.
and Happy. I mean, Happy was in the first one too.
Yeah,
So,
he's in all of them for sure. Yeah,
and then in the third one, we had Daredevil was in there.
Daredevil.
I mean, then
do we have
then
someone
the,
else?
Then the plethora of other people that Strange.
Oh yeah, of
Duh.
course, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, duh.
I keep breaking my brain that Strange is in that one because I feel like there's just different parts of the movie that like
Mhm.
I'm remembering like the 3 Spider-Men and shit, and I just keep forgetting that Doctor Strange is even involved. So I'm just like, I'm always
He
just
traps him in the mirror dimension for a while.
yeah, and then I'm like I'll be thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, Strange was in the second movie, and I'm like, no, because that was, and I start thinking about it, and I'm like, well, what the fuck one was he in? I'm like, it wasn't the third one, and like then it'll like click. I'm like, oh god, it is the third one. There's just
Yeah.
like, the third one is like fragments into like 2 different movies in my brain,
Yeah.
and it just So so that there's been a conspiracy theory, or maybe it's I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but it's like so there's been people rolling their eyes where it's like this should just be Dr. Connors,
Yeah.
but they're making it Hulk. But it's like no, I think
It
this
actually
worked perfectly.
It actually fits that it's Hulk.
And you needed it later
You
for
know?
the story too, right?
Yes, because
For the
otherwise,
sense of, like-
Connor's not going to help her break into a safe.
Yeah, and wouldn't be nearly as effective.
No.
at trying to break through that safe.
Nope. Mm-mm.
She went for the big gun there,
The biggest gun.
the stupid Avenger.
Dang, that's harsh. Don't say that to his face.
Okay, here's my one pet peeve with the Hulk.
Yeah.
I feel like they started the right route in Avengers. Is like the sense of if you call him Banner in the comics, he will fucking go nuts.
He
And
gets mad.
He will get mad. He's not fucking Banner. He hates Banner. And I hated the fact that he called him Banner and it broke him. I think that he should have called him Hulk. I'm your friend for the break in this movie.
Oh,
Because
okay.
and it's not just this movie.
Yeah.
They've lost the plot on that a little bit,
Yeah.
like throughout. It's not just this one, but it's like Cap. And the people pointed out the only one that calls him Hulk in the first Avengers is Cap, who's the one fucking person he listens to and doesn't give any shit to. Is Captain America
and doesn't punch.
Yeah, and it's just like, and so like, and that's the
Because
thing.
Thor tries to talk Banner down. That's
Yeah,
what everyone
but
tries
Banner,
to do.
Banner.
Everyone
Banner,
tries
Banner.
to talk Banner down.
It's like you're tweaking him. You're poking him with a stick
Yeah.
every time you call him Banner.
Yeah. It's just like you're calling him the wrong. Like you're not even addressing the person in front of you, like the entity in front of you.
Yeah,
You should be talking to the Hulk.
yeah.
You know.
And how much different? I mean, I would hate it because that Thor and Hulk fight in the first Avengers is one of my favorite things in the entire
Oh, it's
MCU.
so good.
But it's just like, and again, that's not even a complaint. That's just like a minor nitpick where it's just like, I wish you would have called him Hulk there.
Yeah.
And also I had my suspicions that Hulk would remember Peter.
Yeah.
Because that's what they did in the comics when this happened is Hulk remembered because Banner
Yeah.
got wiped, but Hulk was not existing at the time. So
Yeah.
Hulk did not, Hulk remembered.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe he did to an extent. They just didn't really put a.
They didn't.
They didn't put a
kinda,
thing-
It's kind of interesting that didn't come really into play. The one person remembers Peter.
Yeah,
Oh, unless it's the last scene.
we'll talk about that later. I have a note on
Is
that.
that? Oh. Oh
Ooh.
my. Oh my.
I mean, there was.
I need a George Takai button. Is that how you say his last name?
George Takei.
I need a George Takei button. Oh my.
I will say Vision. I just blanked on the actor's name.
Paul Bettany.
Paul Bettany did that at one point where he said that one person knew something and it turned out to be him.
Yeah.
So it's like maybe Tom's thing was there's one person.
Tom, you cheeky
there's
bastard.
one person that knows, and it's Peter Parker.
Peter Parker knows that Peter Parker is Spider-Man.
So yeah, Yelena, we already kind of talked about. We'll go Yelena, Hulk, and then Punisher. We already talked about Yelena. Anything more you want to say on her?
It was great.
I love that they had her naked too. Just,
I mean,
as a single guy, I'm quite happy with that.
I'm a married man, and I could say I'm very happy that Florence Pugh was naked. In
definitely not nearly as good as Oppenheimer, but this is a PG-13 comic book movie. I will say I got a little bit mad from like Peter's perspective when she's like, "Oh, I could see you don't have any weapons." I would have been like, "You can see through this thing."
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me a Glock and I'll show you how it fucking shows in this suit.
Yeah.
But of course she doesn't really care, right? Like I think she's actually caring for him in the sense of like take a load off type thing. Also, the feet.
Oh my god, it was so funny.
It
was one of the funniest scenes in the whole movie where his little toesies come poking up out of the water.
Because you've done that, right?
Oh yeah, of course I have. I'm a human being. Of course I have.
And that's just such a Peter Parker thing to do too.
Because he's such a kid. Like that's the thing with Peter. Even when he gets to be an adult, he still has that youthful, like thoughts in his head and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like I could see him like web slinging while trying to eat a piece of pizza.
Yeah.
An adult would not do that. 25-year-old Peter still would.
Yeah. No, 100%. And then let's Punisher.
Oh,
so
my God.
I'll preface this by saying this is the thing I was the most worried about going into the film.
Yeah.
Because like Frank has been very well established in the Netflix stuff, and John Bernthal is the fucking perfect Punisher ever.
Yeah.
And I was very concerned moving from the R-rated realm of Netflix / Daredevil Born Again to here that we were going to lose some element
of the Punisher.
And I'm not even blaming because you're not doing an R-rated movie, you know. So like I had some concerns, completely not a thing, right? Like in my opinion, it was fine. It was perfect. Yeah. I think the one scene that really got me was when she started asking, "Oh, is this your family?" It immediately turned away from just being friendly, a little bit more jovial Punisher. How
about you don't touch my shit? Boy.
He immediately went back to everything we've seen previous, where it's like
it was there.
He will kill you.
I think that what we're seeing here is like when we came from the last Punisher thing, the special, is that we came to a Punisher that's still going to do Punisher business and still take care of business. But I think whatever happened on Staten Island, where Peter saved Punisher's life, let's be perfectly honest, Punisher doesn't agree, but that's what happened. Peter very clearly shows that he saved Punisher's life.
Whatever.
Yeah,
he did it like 25 times.
Yeah.
I loved it every time.
I think that this human, this gave Frank something that he's never had before. This gave something Frank hasn't had since his family died. I think this gave Frank someone who is truly a friend. And I think he realized that maybe in between, like when whatever happened at Staten Island and here. But I think that when Peter brought MJ there, that solidified Frank that he trusts me.
Yeah.
And I don't think that Matt ever trusted Frank to that extent.
To that extent, maybe not, but I think he trusts him for sure.
He trusts him, but I don't think to that extent. And I think that aside from Karen, Frank hasn't had this. And
there's a little bit more of a normal.
I think this is a normal relationship for Frank that hasn't existed since his family died. And I think that's why you see Frank acting the way he does. Because people are going to point out, well, he's not the Punisher. He's not just out killing people. And it's like, yes, because Peter is literally stopping him.
Yeah.
Like, literally, Peter kicks him out of a van to stop him.
Yeah. I wish they would have done the web mouth a few times, though.
Yeah.
I feel like that could have been a callback.
Well,
like Frank trying to swear.
And Peter just keeps webbing him in the mouth.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I could have even seen one scene where, like, he just keeps pulling it off and trying to say it again, and Peter has to do it, like, 5 times in a row, where he's like, dude, just give it
Stop
up.
it!
Yeah, like, just like, I think that
knock it off!
I think that could have been a good gag, but I love that one scene for what it was, but I think that could have been an ongoing thing, but
They could have been.
yeah, no, 100%. Like he's trying to kill him, and like I mean, he does throughout multiple times in this movie. He's like with Jean Grey. He's like, I'm doing it my way. Like I've seen what she's capable of, and
I'm
that's
saving all these people is what
Yeah.
Punisher's thought.
yeah.
And then he ends up shooting Peter.
Yeah. So, I a few things about it then. So I think they did perfect. I think they wrote it perfectly to the sense of like because the other thing about this is like both theaters I've been in, like you could definitely see a lot of children, whatever. And it's like I saw Tom, or was it Destin? One of the two I saw where they basically said one of the things they really felt strongly about is that Spider-Man belongs to children.
Yeah.
And it needs to be for children. And
Yeah.
it's like, and again, I'm not even shit talking, but it's like I call that like the anti-Batman. Batman has been completely subverted to the point where it does not belong to children anymore. Children have no place with Batman, and it's just it's a crying shame.
There's special projects with Batman that exist. That there's an Amazon series right now called The Cape Crusader that is very much for kids.
Yeah.
But it's a special animated. It's not.
Yeah, it's a fraction of
It's
the
a fraction of what. And let's be perfectly honest. I don't think there's a single Batman comic being put out right now that is for kids.
No, they're all made for you, basically. Yeah. So it's like, and whatever, that's the decision they've made. But it's like, to me, I'm like, you've kind of stolen one of the most iconic comic book characters away from children. Yeah. And it's like, so I respect the people that are maintaining
100%,
that kind of stuff. And so like, but with that, I think they did a perfect job of like melding Frank Castle into this world, in the sense of like he still felt like he had his edge. He was doing his thing still. He disagreed with Peter. He tried to swear.
We very easily could have Frank,
just a cartoon character.
Punisher season 3 could come from this Frank.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't close that door that Frank is not Frank anymore either.
Or they could have completely cartoonized him to the point where he's just a fucking joke.
Yeah.
And that's what I was really concerned about with like the
dude
with the trailers
had the balls
and stuff.
to go one-on-one with Hulk.
Yeah.
Sorry. There's not many people who have done that even could do that.
And a human level too. Like he's not a
He's
meta.
not a superhero.
No.
Like a soup. Yeah.
I wondered if anybody had any issues with like the Hulk getting shot, if anyone has forgotten the Avengers when they're shooting him with the helicarrier or the Quinjets, which is probably like a,
he's bulletproof, guys.
Yeah, very, very bulletproof. Plus he tried to kill himself.
Yeah.
We got that in Avengers. The first Avengers as well, right?
He spit the bullet out.
Yeah. So, I loved it, and like the fact that like she had to guilt him into helping. Right. I love that too. So,
she had to guilt him.
Yeah, she's like, he saved you at Staten Island. He's gonna need your help.
Oh, Punisher. Yeah. Okay.
So
I thought for a second you were talking about the Hulk. I was very confused. I was like, she just controlled him. But okay.
No.
Punisher.
Yeah, sending Punisher to help Spider-Man. But I think really Punisher is maybe the most critical thing in this movie, aside from Spider-Man. Like I think it's the most important thing because I think there's him seeing Punisher, they didn't like hit you on the nose with it, but I think him seeing Punisher was kind of the wake up call of like, this is where I'm headed. And I don't think the movie did like I don't think the movie punched you in the face with it. So I think some people might even miss it. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing, but it's just like,
that's a good thing.
It was there though. And it's like, I think that was the thing where it's like, this is the path I'm headed on right now. Is this who I want to be?
Yeah. MJ even kind of alludes to it with the whole like curtain between them thing and forgive me, Father, for I have sinned confessional scene that they had where she's kind of like hinting like it's sad to be alone.
Yeah.
Like, why are you alone and stuff like that. And he kind of gets into it a little bit with her, and you kind of see it in his eyes that it's like, I don't want to be alone. So I wonder if he left the letter on purpose or on accident. I think it's on accident, but also I could see that it's subconsciously.
Yeah. I also have seen some conversation online that people are upset that he did not try to reconnect with the two, which is kind of a little bit towards the last movie, but like the fact that you jumped to this movie and he still hasn't, and there's been some people complaining about that, but I'm like, did people not watch these movies? Like Aunt May dying is the reason that he chose not to say anything.
He says it in this movie.
But even in the last movie, you don't need this movie to tell you that. Like, in context of the fact he just buried his fucking aunt, his most important person in his fucking life.
And why is she dead?
And then he's looking at her
Because of
when
him.
she's like, is there something else you need? And dude, I just felt like it was so obvious that it's like to see people complaining that like, how is he not like bridge this gap yet? I'm like, did you guys not watch the fucking last movie?
We talk about movies being subtle and we enjoy it, but it's also very
People
much
will
a
miss it.
double-edged sword that people will miss it and then debate it.
Yeah.
Because they'll be like, well, it didn't say that in the movie. It's like, you don't have to say it.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to break it to you. Like, if Hulk never hulked out in this movie, but they show the inhibitor that's keeping Banner from turning into Hulk, I hate to break it to you. That means at some point, Hulk could come back.
Yeah.
Well, they never say that. It's like, they don't have to actually like spell it out for you, do they?
Yeah.
And that's where it gets kind of frustrating sometimes, but I'm 100% on board with you.
Yeah. And so I think, like Punisher was the perfect, like, secondary character.
Yes.
You know what I mean? In a lot of ways, like, it was never going to work. Like, you never could have got all that out of Yelena. You couldn't have got that out of Hulk. You couldn't have even got that out of, Daredevil. Like, any of these other characters you may have brought in to be like that secondary foil.
I know that Spider-Man and Deadpool are a big thing, but this would have been a terrible movie to have Deadpool in.
Absolutely terrible. Yeah.
It would have been terrible.
No.
I love Deadpool. I love Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. This movie would have been atrocious if it had Deadpool in it.
Yeah. So I think Punisher is the perfect pick. And again, it just feels to me like every time I'm like looking through all the different choices they made, it's like they make the right choice at every turn in this movie. And it's like, and again, there's a lot of times going in with like trailers and shit that I was doubting some things. Where I'm like, oh my God, are they going to cartoonize fucking Frank here? Is Frank going to be, or is he just going to be like this, like whatever? Like, I don't know. I just had a lot of concerns, and like overall, they were all assuaged. Like there was no concern really to be had. So,
yeah, I think that I liked what you said. They made every right choice.
Yeah.
Like there's times where like you go into a movie and you're just like,
I would have done that.
I would have done that.
Yeah.
Instead. I wish they would have done this instead. And we've had those with Marvel movies.
Yeah.
And we've had maybe a little bit more than usual the last, 10 years or so.
Yeah.
Maybe less than that. Last 6 years or so. But for this one, I'm 100% with you.
Yeah.
I think they made every choice the exact right. Because, like, I think it fit. Daredevil doesn't fit in this movie. He doesn't.
No, and like I don't think he could have filled the same role that Frank does, right? Let's just say you take Frank out and you make it Matt.
Yeah.
It's like I don't think Matt could have adequately portrayed.
I think it would have dragged the movie down.
I don't think he could have done what Punisher did. Like
No,
Punisher was the right. It's like if you're writing the comic, there's one character you need to plug into this. I mean, if you're in the comics, you have a choice of 300 different characters you can plug in, but it's just like Frank is the fucking choice. Like he is the one that he's the one that makes sense.
Matt wouldn't have worked also because it would have convoluted the story. How do you get Matt out of prison?
Yeah.
Like it makes sense if Spider-Man's going to save Matt because that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I thought that's what they were showing the Hand is that the Hand's going to go kill Daredevil.
Yeah.
They want revenge. They want to go kill Daredevil.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man goes to save him because he owes Matt.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened. And so, you know what? I'm fine with that. That made sense.
Yeah.
You know?
And I love Shang-Chi, but I will also say I didn't really ever voice this, but I had a lot of concerns with Destin coming in to direct. I love Shang-Chi, but it's just like we've had one director for the last 3 Spider-Man, and it's actually been really fucking good. I'm like, I don't like changing it up, man. And as I'm looking back now, I'm like, we should have changed sooner. I love John Watts. I'm nothing against him, but it's just like this with Shang-Chi and then this. I'm like, again, how many movies can we sign this guy up for? And like, what other properties can we give to him right now? Because both movies, he fucking nailed it. And like, so he's nailed it with a very obscure character and he's nailed it with the biggest fucking character in Marvel. Like there's nobody more iconic than Spider-Man in this universe.
No.
And you've given him both ways now and he's fucking nailed it in both cases. And he nailed it even harder with the big one. So it's like, yeah, we already got.
Who else can we give this guy?
Exactly. That's where I'm just like, what else can you give this guy? And he needs to become what maybe Feige was building James Gunn to do before all the shit happened.
Maybe he's the heir apparent to the Russo brothers.
Could be. I'll take a fucking Avengers movie from him.
Take an Avengers movie from him?
100%.
Right?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Now, of course, Shang-Chi too. I want to get that going.
I mean, it's going.
We haven't.
It's going.
We haven't seen that. What's that been? A few years now. But
Shang-Chi was 21.
Jesus Christ, was it really 5 years ago?
It was 21. I was right.
Jesus, that's even more depressing than I thought.
5 years.
So I do have another, I guess, subheader here, because my original header for the three guest stars was kind of just how they were used, but I do have a secondary bullet point here for Banner / Hulk.
Yeah.
So first of all, Savage Hulk is back.
Yeah.
So love that. I love how big he got and everything. Just
I didn't realize you could get that big. It's like, yeah.
like the way he acts, like the eyes is just like I could see his mouth open. I almost feel like you really can't, but it's just like the emoting that he was able to do there. It's just like, it's perfect, dude.
Yeah.
And then getting shot. We already kind of touched on that. It's like I don't have any concern with that. Like he's bulletproof. Like,
Are people missing that?
no.
Oh, okay.
It's just I wondered as I was watching it though. I'm like, oh, is anyone going to get kind of like weirded out the fact that he's just taking these fucking, you know, like what was it, M60 I think is what he had there, because I was wondering, I'm like, it's a lot of rounds, and finally when you get over to like the shot him closer, I looked, I'm like, oh, that's an M60, which is like belt fed, so yeah, you'd have 100 or so rounds on that before you run out of ammo. So he's not just holding an AR that just shot 100 rounds.
This isn't a 90s action film with a upper rata going for 18 minutes straight without reloading.
Yeah, no kidding. And then I think my big thing there is, did I hurt anyone?
Yeah,
that was tough.
That's the guilt.
That was tough, and it makes me wonder. There's been a lot of rumors. We don't know what rumors are real and what's Marvel shenanigans out there.
Yeah.
But there's been rumors that World War Hulk might be on the horizon.
Mm.
It makes me wonder, is this the onus for Hulk leaving the fucking planet?
Getting exiled?
Doing it himself even. Where he's just like,
you think Banner's gonna... Banner already tried that. He left the Quinjet and stuff like that. The big thing with World War Hulk is that the Avengers banish him.
Yeah.
They're like, get the fuck out of here. You're too dangerous.
Yeah.
Like, just get out of here. And then Hulk's like, fuck you, I'm coming back.
Yeah.
So
but I mean,
this could be, and it would be the perfect time to do it too, because you have a new Avengers crew that's not exactly
they're
loyal.
not close to him. Yeah,
they're not loyal to Hulk. It's not one of their guys, so they very well could make that call. And I can see Yelena being kind of a prick about it, being like, "No, look at the destruction he caused. Get him out of here."
Yeah.
So I could see that on the horizon.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And that's going to be a bad time for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good time for Tad. Tad likes it.
We've got what, 3 Hulks total? Well,
Norton,
no, 4 now.
Banner.
No.
Banner.
No. In the MCU.
In the MCU,
You've got Red Hulk. You've got the nephew, and you got She-Hulk, and then Banner,
the son.
or the son. Yeah.
Yeah, the son, not the nephew. Yeah.
So you got 4 Hulks.
Mhm.
Excellent.
And you still have Abomination too.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, he's basically a Hulk.
But dude, and the clap,
Oh yeah.
bringing that back from fucking 2008, because he
Yeah.
didn't use that in any of the Avengers, did he? Have we ever seen it? Not since 2008, I don't think, because he put the fire out in the Edward Norton movie.
Yeah.
With the clap.
He also didn't he use? No, he used Hulk smash on the roof with the Abomination. That's right.
Yeah. So I love it.
It's so good.
I love Hulk, and they did such a good job with him.
Yeah.
I was in the second time watching it. I was just like, during that fight specifically, like, you know, when he's out the building dangling and shit, and just everything with that whole like Spider-Man versus Hulk, I thought to myself, like, can you imagine getting a time machine and bringing this back to like the 70s and showing someone this movie?
Man,
People that have no comprehension of like computer graphics, like they would, because I was thinking about like Lou Ferrigno era, where it's just like you just have one actor playing, and then Lou Ferrigno's this big bodybuilder, you just paint him green, and it's like, so it's like, yeah, he gains like, you know, half a foot, and he's like fucking 300 pounds heavier if all muscle, but it's like that's the realm of transformation. It took 2 actors. It's like, can you imagine what someone in the 70s would think?
Oh yeah,
with watching this movie? Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ, dude. Their brains just turned to jelly.
Jesus Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
Then they would be like, who's Jason Bourne?
Yeah, my God. Yeah, so we already talked about the Insomnia game references. I felt like there was a million of them there, which, again, I respect the hell out of
those,
it.
Those takedowns were like, specifically the ones that really jumped out to me is when he's breaking into the prison towards the end, and he puts that one guard up onto the wall with a shot from his webs. I'm like, dude, that's an impact web.
Yeah.
Like, he just switched to impact webs and went, whoosh.
Yeah, and then like jumping off the building to save the one guy.
Yep.
I was waiting for him to just throw something on him that would just zip him to the building.
Which is what automatically happens to them. I love that they put that in the game, that it just happens.
Because I tried.
You tried killing?
Yeah, you don't know how many times I tried to kill people. I'm like, come on.
It doesn't happen.
Let him die.
You know what you need to do?
The ones that will, though, is when it's the like the goons that you have to like beat, or they'll like it won't end like the whatever if they have like the reticles on them when you get to like the last few. You can knock those guys off and they'll fall all the way down to the ground
Oh, really?
because it'll glitch. It's not a full on glitch, but it's like you'll be sitting there going like, dude, they're all gone. Then you have to like jump down to the ground and go find the reticle.
Oh,
like
yeah, he'll still be alive.
yeah, he'll just be down there on the ground.
I've
running
had them.
around.
I've had them on different
Different
levels.
roofs. Like
Yeah.
you'll use the air thing and they'll blast to another roof.
You're like, oh, okay, they're gonna get sucked back in. They're gonna be knocked out of the fight and everything like that. And then it's like, we're not
they're just
done. And then I swing around and it's like, oh, there's a guy over there, motherfucker.
Yeah. So a lot of, and again, I think that whoever it was, whether it's the writers or whether it's Destin, that just they had their notes. They knew what they needed to do.
Yeah.
To really just scratch the itch of every fucking Spider-Man
Yeah.
fan. And then yeah, we already talked about like the naked quote unquote Spider-Man, which I felt like in my mind I was just like, oh, that's the Insomnia
Straight out
games.
of the
Like
gate.
it is like he has underwear. Was he barefoot though? Yeah, before he gets into the pool he was barefoot, right?
Yeah.
Because that's where you are. Because I always found it funny in the game because they had to do new recordings because you actually hear like the feet slapping on the. Have you ever noticed that?
I've never put that suit on.
I do every once in a while just to be like funny, where it's just like, can you just imagine what these people? Because like I also want to see.
Do you go down to the street level and do people react?
Not in any meaningful way,
Oh.
unfortunately. Because that's where I was like trying.
Spider-Man, where's your clothes at?
And then when I was like running around, you hear like the feet slapping on
Slap,
the
slap.
sidewalk. It's like, okay, that's funny.
I like it.
Let's see. Yeah. So the Insomnia games. What about Metzger and Damage Control?
Dude, tell me you didn't see the start of the Sentinel program right there. Tell me that didn't just give you like the early vibes of like we need to use these mutants, but then you realize how dangerous they are now after what happened with Jean. And so we need to figure out a control. We need to figure out a counter. And this Metzger guy, I bet you he's going to become the new Striker. The guy who creates the Sentinels and stuff like that. Is that his
Could be.
name? I could definitely see that. But also, it's very interesting. I kind of want to pivot just a little bit. I know we're talking about him. He was great. I knew he was bad. I'm sorry, but you don't give bad guys second chances without being bad yourself, right? Like, oh, this is the Hand. They're just missing a leg. I'm like, what? That's a fucking murder cult, my guy.
So here's my thing: is like one, most of the time in the comics, Damage Control is inherently evil. They're just they tend to be bad anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the fucking games, they're one of your main villains. Was it the Miles Morales one?
Yeah.
Isn't Damage Control like the main fucking
I
like
think so, yeah.
driving force of villainy in that? Like, which is
Because there's like the extremist group going after Damage Control, and then you find out that Damage Control is actually pretty shitty.
Yeah. So it's just like, I already kind of knew whatever. And then it's like, yeah, when the Hand shows up, I'm like, okay, Damage Control, the Hand. I'm like, this isn't ending well.
This is not going well.
This is not going to.
Hi, we're teaming with our friend here. This is Thanos. We think he was just misunderstood, you know?
I mean, Thanos was right, sir.
No, he wasn't.
Also, them trying to get him to take his mask off in the lobby
God, yeah.
I was like, man, a lot of people are trying to get him to take his mask off in this movie.
I mean, that's a big thing for Spider-Man, right? Who is Spider-Man?
Yeah, indeed. But yeah, I think Tremel Tillman did an incredible job
He's
as
the
Metzger.
guy from Backrooms, right? Or is he different?
No, he's in Severance. He's really, really big in the show
okay.
Severance.
Okay.
So I was pretty stoked to finally see him in something else, and like he does an incredible like corporate villain in that. So yeah. But yeah, Damage Control. I'm sure this is going to continue on.
Chitwell. That's the guy's name in the back room. Okay.
Yeah, from Life of Chuck and stuff.
Doctor Strange. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess he's in Doctor Strange, isn't he?
He's I want to say Modor, but that's not right because that's like Lord of the Rings, isn't it?
Yeah. Now that you said that, it's blank. It's close to that.
It is Mordor. Mordo.
Mordo.
Mordo. Okay.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, Destin put in a pretty good Lord of the Rings reference there. Keep your secrets. They go back and forth. That was Hayden was quite tickled with that. So yeah, I think that Damage Control, I have some other notes as we go on here, but yeah, Damage Control, I have a suspicion that they showed up back in Homecoming, right?
Damage Control's the
first-
ones that
First time we
kicks the vultures off of their their recovery crew.
Yeah. And did we see them in? They weren't in Ultron, were they?
No.
They weren't in Age of Ultron. It was just Tony's robots, like Iron
Yeah.
Brigade or whatever. So it would have been, so Homecoming. So
What are those called? The Legionnaires or something like that?
the Iron Legion.
Iron Legion, that's
Yeah,
it.
we had that, but we didn't have damage control at all. Okay. So
Initially created alongside Stark Industries after the 2012 Battle of New York. Post-battle cleanup, we see that in Spider-Man, kicking Adrian Toomes' salvage crew off of the thing. Led high-profile questioning of Peter Parker after Mysterio's reveal in Spider-Man's No Way Home. Enhanced attention into active surveillance and containment, targeting figures like Kamala Khan and Jennifer Walters and She-Hulk. So they've been bad guys for a little bit.
Yeah, 100%.
Doing bad things.
So what about the old MacGuffin, VMAX?
Oh, that.
There were a couple
There's
ice
another
cold fucking daggers to the heart in this movie.
There's another movie that does that where it's like indigo or something like that, and then it's just someone reading the word wrong, and it literally was like in you go or something. It's not that, but it's something like that. And I was just like, when she tilted her head back and we saw that tag, I was just like, oh.
There were a couple of them in this movie.
That was the second worst one. The worst one was the reveal that Jean was MJ.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, dude.
I think I laughed a little
That's
bit.
where you did laugh out loud, dude. I have two. My only two notes that I wrote down is the two times that you had a verbal reaction to this film.
Oh.
That one was the worst one. That was bad. The other one was the fight with the hand where you said, "Oh, come on."
When they stopped him from getting
where you
impaled.
stopped him from getting impaled.
Just-
Tad's mad. Tad's mad. Easy. Don't Hulk out. Easy. Tad hulks up.
Oh man. Those are definitely. But yeah, that was that rooftop scene.
Oh my god, it was the worst, my guy.
And I'm so glad too, because I'm like, that was one of the big things going to this. I don't want this redeemed. I don't want him back with MJ.
Yeah.
It needs to stick for a while. And like, even when because it's like, it's not going to be an overnight thing either, right? Like, even when you get to the reveal, like, she's going to have to come to terms with that shit. We already knew from the fucking trailer. She's got a boyfriend. It's Ezra, of course, from Star Wars.
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah. Do they have Ahsoka in the MCU?
Rosario Dawson is in Daredevil.
No. Ahsoka, the show, because he's Ezra, and the Ahsoka show is the boyfriend.
Do they have Ahsoka in?
That's what I'm saying. Do they have the show Ahsoka in?
Oh,
in there.
Oh,
because that's the boyfriend.
He's watching Empire Strikes Back. Ned's watching Empire Strikes
Back.
Back.
That's one of the minor ones.
Yeah,
because that's in Civil War. Have any of you guys seen that old movie Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah,
I've got an idea. So it's just like that was one of the minor ones. So
anyone seen this really old movie called Empire Strikes Back?
Yeah, it's like, Jesus, how old is this? I don't know. I didn't carbon date him. Yeah. So but at the same time, around the time that happened, I Googled like time between Empire Strikes Back and 2020 or 2016, and I took that same amount of time and put that to like the 90s when I was a kid.
Yeah, it's an old movie.
It was troubling.
Yeah, it's an old movie.
It was
it's a very old movie.
It was troubling. The problem is for us, when you get to that realm of old, it would have been black and white, and so for us, we have that clean cutoff of like once it's black and white, it's like really fucking old.
Like Nosferatu shit. Like
or even like Psycho, right? It's like 1960. It's like, Jesus Christ, are you kidding me?
Yeah,
it's forever ago. But
that was done intentionally. That wasn't done because
I know
they did everything in black
that
and
wasn't
white.
that far off of the black and white era, though.
I mean, Wizard of Oz, 34.
Well, that was a way far out of it as an exception.
Yeah,
because black and white movies are all through
a lot of 40 movies,
40s and 50s, even.
Color.
Yeah, I mean, think of like 12 Angry Men is in the 50s. That's black and white.
That's
black
true.
And color had existed in this by 1960, but it was nowhere near like everything had to be color.
Not until the 70s.
But yeah, the VMAX. I mean, into the late 60s, I think is 63 or so. By about that point, you started to get to the point where everything was color. But but yeah, the VMAX, that was like a oof.
That was a shot in the heart, dude.
There was that one. There was the rooftop scene, and then there was MJ just saying, "I don't love you."
Yep.
type thing, which is legit. That is the other thing.
That one wasn't as bad because I understand it.
Yeah, it's truthful.
Like it's truthful, it's honest, and I think that's the reason why I'm more okay with it is because
it still hurts though.
That's how it should be. This
Yeah.
isn't a fairy tale.
But it hurts for him though.
Yeah. Of course it hurts, and it hurts me because I love Peter Parker.
Yeah.
And he deserves to be happy. That's the thing is like that's what you were saying earlier about capturing the Spider-Man being depressed, but he never gets it. He doesn't. That's the Peter Parker thing. Is like he's always so close.
Yeah.
Gwen Stacy dies, MJ divorces him, MJ marries Harry or whatever. You know, like there's all these different things that almost happen to Peter. He almost gets the girl. He almost is happy, and it never happens for him.
Yeah. That's one of his defining features.
That is Peter Parker.
So yeah, those are the three like ice picks to the fucking heart for sure. Or those three for sure. But again, I'm very glad because it's like I do think, of course, we're gonna get back to the point where they're together at some point. I just don't. I think now would have been too soon. So it's like there was a suspicion I had that they might just do, or it was like the reveal was very early in the movie, and then we spent this entire movie to where they'd be kind of like pretty much back together by the end.
Will they, won't they kind of thing.
But I was like hoping against that because I'm like I just think that's too soon. Like, because you're talking about going from zero here, right? It's like from her perspective, it's fucking zero. Like, unless you're doing some sort of magic thing where like the fucking everything is given back to her, like she doesn't fucking know you. You're a complete fucking stranger. I don't care if you give me this story about that we're deeply, madly in love. Like that doesn't fucking matter. You don't. So yeah,
it's happened in real life though, where people have had amnesia. And they're just like, "You're my husband. You're my wife."
Yeah,
you know. And it's hard.
Yeah, 100%. So I'm glad.
They have it a little bit easier because you have pictures, you have movies, you have friends and family that can be like, yes, he's a part of your life. This is your husband. It's okay. You'll have to relearn and everything like that, but it's there.
Yeah.
For her, that's not the case. There's nothing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Strange's spell worked.
Yeah, no, 100%, which it should, right?
Yeah.
So what about Detective DeWolf?
Oh, great.
Loved her. I think that was perfect because it's like
it reminds me of the character from the Insomniac games.
Yeah, for sure.
Yuri.
Yuri, yeah.
Yeah.
But I loved it because like that was the only connection he had. Yeah. That was the only, and it was like a pseudo connection, right? Because she only knows Spider-Man, but it's like that's the only like. Because she was the one that's like, you got to take care of yourself, or you need to take a night off. Like, she was the only like real human that was actually like somewhat caring for him. So like, I love that, and I just love that, like, because I feel like it's just way more often that the hero is just completely like opposed by the police and stuff. Like, you get that in Batman and stuff a lot, where it's just like,
it was so refreshing.
It's refreshing
to not have him wanted by the police, and people were on his side.
And
people wanted to help Spider-Man and stuff.
Yeah, and like working along with the cop, like that was just so unique. Even in the Insomnia games, like there's like points where like the police are against you and shit. It's just like I feel like that's just more common because it's just easy to go Law and Order versus vigilantism and like.
Well, it's easy because they do it a lot because it builds tension.
No, 100%. But it's just like it's cool to have that character.
That's one of the reasons why I really like some of the Batman stuff, like the animated series, where Gordon and the rest of the police are just like, he's helping us.
Yeah.
Why are we going to turn this down? Like, obviously he's good at this. Obviously he's helping.
Yeah.
He's saving lives. What are you, fucking stupid? No, I'm not going to arrest him. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It makes sense, honestly. Like, if you're not going to give the police the tools to do it, let them have someone help them who can.
Yeah.
And that's what they were doing with Spider-Man, is that in a universe where the Hulk exists, you cannot expect someone like Spider-Man to just not exist.
Yeah.
And so utilize him. He wants to help. He's trying to help, that kind of thing. And it just goes to show how much they trusted him. He's got like a official police scanning technology.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got it built into his suit and everything.
And into his phone and everything. So
Yeah.
he's talking to her on the phone like 3 times. He's like, you seeing this? And she's like, yep. So what she has, he has.
Yeah, no, 100%. So I think there's a big thing that we got here.
We have about 20 minutes left, so we got to talk about it.
Well, no, I'm talking for the future of the MCU. Way bigger.
Oh no. Let's hold that.
What? No, not. I'm not talking post credits.
No. I want you to hold your big one. I want one more thing that we need to talk about.
Okay.
Ned.
For just in general,
The last scene.
I had a note for that too.
I want to talk about that before we talk about the big. Oh, because that might take us to the end, right?
Maybe. I mean, I have a couple things, right? There's two really big elements we haven't. We've alluded to Gene, but we haven't even really talked about it yet.
No.
So, is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about Ned.
No. The big thing you're thinking, I'm thinking is Gene.
No, I don't know what you're thinking.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
But I want to talk about Ned because I don't feel like that's an end. I feel like we should save the biggest for last.
Okay.
What do you think?
No, that's
you
fine.
know your subject, so
Yeah, no, that's fine. I thought.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ned remembers Peter? Question mark?
I don't think so. There's a scene earlier in the movie when MJ reveals that his name is Peter.
Yes.
He then introduces himself as Peter to him.
Yeah.
There could be no memory. There's a way that you can interpret that scene that he is not connecting. Now the handshake thing, whatever, but it's like he was already told, wait, Spider-Man's name is Peter? So like
Is that what he's realizing?
They did that.
Did he just go with the handshake copying him kind of thing?
Exactly. I think they did that purposely, that scene can be read either way.
Yeah.
And I think that as I walked out the first time, I'm like, oh, he remembered. And like, there's elements of like, well, he had some ability for magic and stuff. So maybe like there's something that's cutting through. Like there's ways you can explain it, right? Like he's got some wizardry.
Yep.
You know, Ned, you're a wizard type stuff.
Kind of
but
thing.
it's like, maybe, but like, yeah, the second time watching it though, I'm like, that when that scene happened, I was like, ooh, no, she said his name was Peter and I forgot about that. I'm like, that last scene, it could just be him connecting
the dots, and that's why he reacts that way.
Because it's Spider-Man.
Is that Spider-Man?
Yeah. So, and it cuts off right there. So it's like we don't get the next follow-up of like, what is that realization? Like, what are you remembering?
Was
are
he
you just
remembering that Peter Parker is his best friend for his whole life, or is he remembering that Peter is Spider-Man's name, and this guy just walked up to me and introduced himself as Peter, and I recognize him?
Yeah, that's kind of my
I was wondering if you were going to go that route too, because
it wasn't even the first time. It was literally the it was only on the rewatch that I was just like, oof, that earlier scene happened and I was like, you could easily, that can completely make you reinterpret that last scene. And so when I watched it, I was watching and I'm like, he does kind of like handhold him through that handshake a little bit there. It's like it could be interpreted either way. So I think it's completely up to like whatever.
I think that here's the thing though. I think that if it is that way, what you're saying and what I'm leaning towards, I don't think it matters, because I think Ned is not MJ. We're not talking about a love interest. We're talking about a best friend. Who would not accept that they're Spider-Man's best friend?
Yeah.
So I think that Ned may still accept it even if he doesn't remember, which I think would be so perfect, because then you have the whole classic, yeah, and so then this time we fought Mysterio. Wait, I was there? Yeah, you did this. Oh, that's right. I'm so cool. You know, like,
yeah,
you have that moments like that, comedic relief.
100%.
But Ned still doesn't remember.
Yeah.
He's just excited to be Peter's / Spider-Man's best friend.
Well, that's the thing, is they all remember everything with Spider-Man. They just don't know
that Peter is Spider-Man.
The other thing is, though, is you do have that scene with her in the old spot with the Black Dahlia, and she smiles.
Yeah.
So there's some ambiguity with her, too. Is she actually remembering?
Or is she... I think that
I'm just saying there's another ambiguous scene for her. It's nowhere near...
I'm interpreting that as she is...
The smile is what's getting me.
I wonder if she just remembers because she got it in Europe, and that's when Spider-Monkey and Spider-Man and everything like that, Mysterio and everything. So I'm wondering if she's just remembering good times with him, with Spider-Man, realizing that it's him. But I think that MJ's coming around, and I like the way that they're doing it. Like you said, they're doing it slow. They're not doing it it's fixed. Kiss solves everything, Snow White kind of situation.
Yeah.
Because her watching him with Ned shows her who he is. When you see a guy with his best friend,
yeah,
and he lets his guards down and he's having fun with his best friend, when the girl's there, she gets to see her guy be himself. And I
Yeah.
think that's what she was seeing there, and I think she liked what she saw.
Yeah.
And that's what she fell in love with Peter the first time. So I think that it's starting again. And so maybe that's where she went back to the roof, and I don't know if it was her spot or if she just has memories up there. Because you got to remember, they deleted Peter, but they didn't delete, like you said, they didn't delete Spider-Man. So they didn't delete the years in high school. You know, there's not just a blank spot where she woke up going to MIT and has no memory of anything that happened.
I know.
So
Just this.
so she could have a memory of sitting on that roof and being happy, but not knowing why she was happy because she was with Peter there. And Ned talking about going to MIT and whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and that's where I'm saying, like, the Black Dahlia could mean significantly just be reminding her about that European trip that was special. Spider-Man saved her life like 3 times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah, indeed.
But also, like you said with Ned, it could be the other way. What if she's remembering?
Yeah. The way the scene played, I'm like, I can see that going either way too. So they've left themselves opened on both
and
accounts.
I think that's a great way of doing it, because then the decision could be made later.
Yeah, 100%.
Because otherwise you're stuck with it now.
Yeah.
And what if a director or a writer comes in and goes, well, hey, I had this idea, but unfortunately you guys went this way.
Yeah.
We were thinking about going this way.
Always leave
It's
yourself options.
Yes, you're leaving yourself options.
Always
exactly.
leave yourself options.
Okay. Give me your big thing.
So actually, before that though, we talked about some of the comic things.
Yeah.
I'll pull one up on the screen here.
Okay.
Let's see. It's kind of small, but there's no like really good picture here. Let me make this bigger. It's gonna basically block us out to make it visible. Let me go ahead and swap it over there. It's from Civil War.
Oh.
So they pretty much captured that.
Yeah.
Dead nuts. And in that, Peter also basically sensed Captain America is about to get shot by Punisher.
Yeah.
And put himself in the way. So they've recreated some pretty iconic scenes there. So yeah, for anyone on the podcast side, you could just Google like Punisher holding, dead Spider-Man from Civil War.
Yeah.
And it's pretty well recreated in this film. So
it's the exact scene from him taking Spider-Man to the hospital.
Yeah, 100%. So a few minor things before we get there.
Yeah.
When the tank almost hits the bus, we do see a girl that has brunette hair with some white on the front. That's all I'm saying.
Oh. Rogue.
Very, very interesting.
Okay.
Also,
was she wearing gloves?
Also, the end of the last movie, Toby's trying to stop him from killing Goblin.
Yep.
Here, he's trying to stop Jean from killing Mesker. So kind of an interesting payoff for,
if you do it long enough, you become the teacher, right?
Exactly. And it's like we've seen Peter being the student throughout the entire trilogy. Now we're finally seeing Peter being the teacher a little bit.
Also, he was doing the same thing with Frank,
Yeah. So we'll get
he's had some practice.
We have 2 things to talk about here.
Okay.
The ultimately Sadie Sink, we've said it enough times. She's Jean Grey. That's a big thing. But before we get to that, though, I do want to mention the thing I think is going to have reverberations throughout the MCU: the Universal Inhibitor. Peter just invented the thing that they are going to use to oppress mutants.
Yeah.
So that's
the collars. That's the collars
exactly.
from X-Men 97.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to put that on my list. I watched X-Men 97 season 2.
Is it all done yet?
Yeah.
I thought it was still airing.
It doesn't air.
It's week to week.
Oh my God, is it really?
Yeah. I actually started, I watched like the first maybe 5 minutes, and I went, wait a minute, hold on a second. I backed out and went and looked, and it was only like 4 episodes. I'm like, no. This isn't out yet. Fuck this. I'm not watching it until it's out, until it's done.
Oh my God. If that's the case, I'm going to be so happy, because where I stopped sucked.
Didn't make any sense at all. Yeah,
no, it made sense. It was a perfect cliffhanger, but
really?
It sucked.
Yeah, no, it's I don't think it's done airing yet.
It's not. I have new episodes.
There you go.
I have a new episode.
So yeah, Peter just inadvertently, I just love those when we've gone back in the MCU in the past and we've not realized some really big thing happened, and I think that happened here with that. We just created the Universal Inhibitor, the thing that, and the reason that I think that's, I'm not going to say they're telegraphing that's a big deal, but 2 different people told him this is not a good idea.
Yeah.
And what have I told you multiple times? Film every second is important. You are not going to repeat something if it's not fucking important. And so to have Bruce tell him that, and then to have fucking MJ tell him that, that is a big fucking deal.
Yeah.
And he is being told
I mean,
up front,
think about it. If
this
it-
is not a good thing.
If it inhibits powers,
Anyone's powers.
anyone, not just mutants,
No.
anyone.
Yeah.
Stop Spider-Man. You could stop Hulk. You
Yeah.
can stop. You can stop. What's his name from Avengers? The one that was the bad guy that they saved.
Oh, Sentry?
Sentry.
Yeah.
You could stop anyone.
Yeah, that. And if my suspicions are true, on the other side of Secret Wars, we get into the mutant saga,
Yeah.
and we are going to see the X-Men trying to coexist, and it'll culminate in an Avengers versus X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
This is the fucking seeds of it right here.
Yeah.
2 parts of it. One,
You started this.
Jean certainly is going to start the anti-mutant feel with what happened in this movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I did see someone joking on Twitter. They're like, Charles Xavier had hair when this movie started, and by the end of it, he was bald. Because, Jean just ruined everything he would have been doing in the background for, 50 whatever years.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. But yeah, the Universal Inhibitor, mark my words, man. We are going to circle back on this in 10 years and go,
Okay.
Jesus Christ. What the fuck did Peter do here? Like, we thought it was just some small aspect to this movie, but it turns into being the fucking. You already
What is
mentioned,
with-
like, do we see the Sentinels,
Yeah.
the seeds of the Sentinels potentially with Mesker? Like, does damage control spiral into? The MCU's done shit like that where they'll merge characters together, and it's like, yeah, is Stryker now?
Metzger.
Yeah. So
Could you not see it? Could you not see how that's perfectly set up? Because he's not captured at the end of the movie.
yeah,
Could you not see him being like, we have to do something about these enhanced individuals? And then you find out from the stuff that was captured on the computers that she's not human. She's not a Homo sapien. She's a mutant,
yeah,
right? And so you find that out and you're like, oh, I need to do something about this because they are way worse than the superheroes we got, which is how you create the classic, oh, Spider-Man, I love you. Oh, Captain America, I love you. Wolverine.
yeah.
I spit on you, mutants. You are disgusting. I
Wait.
hate you. Kill you all.
Wait, you were born this way? You're scum.
Yeah, exactly. like that's it's the classic thing that I've seen so many times. You've sent me several of them
Yeah,
where it's just like, oh, you're a demon that bursts into flames and punishes people with the souls of the damned. Yay, Ghost Rider. Rogue. But you were born this way? Ugh. Kill it with fire. That kind of thing. I think
Indeed.
this is a perfect way to show Spider-Man good, mutant bad to the general public.
yeah,
And we're talking like some of these people are so fucking stupid. Like, just look at normal politics.
yeah.
That when you introduce this attack and the way that people were treated,
Oh yeah,
oh, absolutely, mutants look terrible.
yeah.
That's what mutants do? Oh,
So-
they're terrible.
So here's the question: do we even need to get as far as Sentinels with him, or is he just the one that comes out publicly and says that this was a mutant?
Yeah.
And like everything that happened here, everyone that had like whatever happened to you if you were within that radius, could he be the one that basically spirals the public?
Lights the spark.
And maybe he's the one that even comes up with the whole mentality of like, Spider-Man's fine, but mutants are different. And
Yeah.
is he the one that basically crafts that narrative of
Yeah.
like, there's a Y split,
That's
and-
what I'm saying. It's perfectly set up.
Yeah. So let's we have a little bit. We have about, I don't know. We're at like 147 or
Yeah.
so in the on the stream. So we got a little bit of time left to like hit Jean now because
Yeah.
we've danced around her. Are you surprised
No.
that it's Jean Grey?
No.
I mean, from that first trailer, it's like, wait, that just jumped from that old lady to that guard. Like that
Yeah.
feels to me like that's probably Jean Grey.
Yeah.
And it's Sadie Sink being the actor. Like,
Red hair.
I mean, maybe I'm being racist by saying a redhead is Jean Grey, but it's like,
It's a redhead.
and I'm not unhappy about it either. Like,
No.
I was predicting it, but it's like I wanted it to be true too because Sadie is a fucking brilliant fucking actor, and I think
Yeah.
she showed it here. I think she showed an incredible.
I think she was one of my favorite parts of Stranger Things. Like, ever since she got introduced, I'm just like, yeah, I like Sadie.
yeah, and I think she did better here than she did it there. Even.
Oh, yeah.
Like even in this short of a bit that she had here was incredible.
yeah.
So,
Also, I just got to call it out. John Bernthal, when he's controlled by her, like when Punisher's controlled
to
by her.
all of them.
Dude, John Bernthal killed that scene.
Oh
It
yeah,
was so funny. Is that my gun?
yeah. Oh, indeed. So yeah, the just tragic origins. I mean,
Yeah.
for Jean, I mean that's pretty standard.
Yeah.
I love that, like, as we started off, her powers are fairly limited, but during the course of the movie, you saw it go exponentially more powerful. Not only the range, but also telekinesis. Yeah. Telekinesis got added in.
Yeah, being able to
because that wasn't there
objects.
before. All she was doing is
able to control people
within 30 feet. She controlled people, and it's like, but that moved into telekinesis is involved there. We didn't get mind reading yet, full on. Like she got into people's heads, but like
I don't. She absolutely did.
But I don't think that's mind reading though. To get into someone's head and then read, like that's like Roland getting in your head and being able to going around, but being outside of someone to be able to look into your brain and go, oh, I don't have to go into you to know like you're thinking about pizza right now.
Oh,
she hasn't portrayed that
she
yet.
hasn't. I think that's the upgrade. Like if you're talking like a video
we'll
game,
get there.
I think that if you're talking like the video game, she has level 1.
Yes,
that's level 3.
Yeah, or we got from level 1, we went to level 2 here, but we still got levels 3, 5, and then 100.
Yeah.
Like we got a ways to go, but it's like we saw a progression over the course of this movie of like she leveled up, man.
And she's very powerful.
Yeah, she is indeed. So, also, did you notice the scrunchie from the sister? Mm-hmm. All of Jean's colors, so that'll be a good way to get the old, Miss Marvel costume,
yellow and green.
Yeah, and then make it tragic now, right? You build it right in where it's like, when she makes her uniform, it's like, oh shit, like that's because of her sister type stuff. So, and then also the end there seemed like she was heading north,
upstate New York, huh? I wonder what's up there.
Okay, but here's my. I don't know what notes you have, but the only other thing I really have, and that's most of my notes here, I don't know what this does to the MCU in the sense of like I've been wondering and speculating, are you just going to get the mutants brought in once you finish up with Secret Wars and stuff, and you get to the realm where like there's one world now, but it's like I get that mutants kind of existed because of Kamala Khan. There's some whatever, but it's like to have Jean now, her going upstate. I can't imagine Xavier's there. Because if he is, he's been there the entire time, and he's done nothing to help anyone through any of this. This gets into the Wonder Woman thing, where it's just like
what you fought in World War I, but just ignored World War II.
The worst war in human history, exactly. And you've ragged on that since that movie came out, where it's just like
bothers me.
Yeah, and rightfully so. And it's just like, and so I think I've always kind of like trusted that I don't know. So
here's my question. What if she gets to upstate New York and finds a young Charles Xavier? You're automatically assuming Charles Xavier is old, bald, and in a wheelchair. What if she gets up there and Charles Xavier is walking and in his 20s?
Yeah, maybe.
I know that Xavier and Magneto have ties to older and the Holocaust and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be really hard for them to have to modernize it. But if we are barely introducing mutants, like they are a recent
thing. On the cusp.
They're very barely coming into the thing. You have to realize that Xavier may exist, but he may be building his school. What if he has one mutant with him right now? What if all he has is Cyclops? What if all he has is Beast? That's the start of the mutants. What if Jean's his second student?
Now, I think if you did that, but now you can't do it because, like, I think I think there is still part of me that thinks that, like, you need to protect Magneto. You can't remove him being a Holocaust survivor.
Yeah.
Like, that is, like, can Batman's parents not get shot in the alley and let's still have Batman? No, you can't do that. Like, and I just don't think you could take the Holocaust away because that is literally the thing that is foundational to, like, why he distrusts humans.
Yeah.
Like, I've been through this before. I know where this ends. I've seen it. And so it's like, I just don't think you could remove that. So it's just like the math doesn't work, especially. So it makes me wonder, do you just pop up a few mutants here? Xavier, Magneto, and all the bigger elements of it come from another world. And that now populates to the point where now you've got, and because the other part of me I've always wondered is, I wonder if you do it to the point where the other world that the X-Men come from is in the 60s. So Magneto is in his 40s, but he was a World War II. He was a kid in a fucking concentration camp. But then you throw them into 616, and maybe that's part of Magneto's, like, inspiration too, because it's like, oh, we've jumped way ahead. Everything's gonna be perfect now. Everyone's gonna accept mutants. Oh shit, no, they don't. Wait, so you accept gays? Everyone that's not white, like all these other people have gotten accepted, but mutants are still like, fuck this, dude. Like this world needs to go. Like that is a perfect, like, inspiration to, like.
Yeah.
So maybe that's the thing, is you're just trickling some mutants to where they can like congregate with whatever comes from another world. If I don't know, maybe I'm bending myself into pretzels, but I just, because a young Xavier, like, how is he the teacher then? I guess, like, I feel like you're upsetting everything if you.
Well,
I don't know.
The thing is like he's still older than Jean, right? Jean's a kid in this, right? She's being portrayed as what, 16, 17, 18?
Yeah, she's definitely
young adult, teenager, young adult.
Yeah.
So you give yourself a 30-year-old professor.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he is wheelchair bound. He's had that experience with Eric where he saved Eric and everything like that. Maybe you do have Eric. What if you have Eric be older than Charles?
Yeah.
You don't have to have, and Eric has unnaturally long life because he is a mutant.
Yeah. And ultimately, I
know?
trust Feige. Like, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm concerned of it from the perspective of I'm wondering how this works out. But, like, I guess there's just part of me that thinks, like, it's ambiguous where she's headed to. Of course, I'm joking when I say upstate New York, because, like, there's nothing on the thing that showed me a compass to show that she's actually going north. She could be going east for all we fucking know, right?
The problem is that east out of New York is Pennsylvania, and it's not wooded. It's Philadelphia. So it makes sense that she's heading north out of the city into upstate New York.
Yeah.
Is what it looks like. Realistically, that's the only way to go that gets you into wooded area, kind of like that.
Yeah.
If you go west, if you go east, you're in the ocean. If you go west, I think I said east earlier. If you go west, you're in Pennsylvania and Philadelphia. And yes, there is woods outside of that.
Yeah.
But not directly. And that's what it kind of felt like, is she's barely leaving Manhattan and, Manhattan Island. So that is going to be New York. That's really kind of like feels like the only way to go. I don't know. It feels kind of cheap to me that you're just going to bring Xavier and have an Xavier and a Magneto already established and bring them in.
Well, I mean, but like, because it'll be like the new cast and everything. It's not going to be like old people or anything, like old actors. But it's just like, I wonder if like one of the, like, because after Battle World's like made up of what, like 70 something planets, something crazy. So it's just like, we don't know what we're going to get introduced to there.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, here in a couple of weeks, D23 is going to happen. And I have a feeling that we're going to be getting our entire X-Men cast. So, not the entire, but I think we're going to be getting a lot of it. So, I just wonder if you do that, because that's just your easiest way to like make it to where we're not in the realm of like, why did nobody step in with anything else that's ever happened? Why has Wanda not been reached out to her fucking father?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch of.
Is Magneto even her father in this universe?
Yeah,
she talks about her father. Her father died in the bombing.
Yeah.
So,
but in the comics, she also has a false father that raised her that she didn't realize till much later that Magneto was actually Papa. So, yeah. So there's that. Anything you got? Anything else you have to say?
I'm done with all my notes. Yeah.
The only thing is then the post-credit scene.
Yep.
And the only thing I want to point out there, well, actually,
Doomsday.
second minor thing before we get to that.
Yeah.
I love that Punisher was using Ned's app.
Oh, it was so
I got eyes everywhere. And Ned's app is up.
Spider-Man sighting. It's just like
Which also reminded me of the Insomniac games, because you had like the social media platform, like people were tweeting.
Yeah, people were tweeting and chatting and stuff like that.
Yeah, so I love that. But with the post-credit scene, the one thing I want to point out, I don't fully believe it, but there is a possibility that is not Peter going to another area, but that it could be another Spider-Man appearing. That could be one of the other two that is now being alerted. Like, oh, we found a Spider-Man, but he's in an unknown. I'm not even saying I fully believe that.
Sure.
But there's ambiguity in a lot of this stuff we've been talking about in this movie, and I just don't want everyone to get all excited that he just got zapped to fucking Battle Planet. I do think that is probably what happened, but there is a possibility that is Toby rolling up in a fucking cross-dimensional thing, and that is now going, oh my God, there's a Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know how Ned's shit works, but also there's enough smart shit from Ned in this that I'm like, are they really going to go Hobgoblin here?
They might.
Because I've always thought it was like a joke and there's no fucking way, but like there's multiple times in this movie where it was like he was punching well above his pay grade. I mean, MIT, I'm not saying he's supposed to be stupid, but it's like there's a few times where I'm like, even for, I don't know, being the sidekick, best friend, whatever, like
you got to remember, he hacked like camera systems and stuff in the suit with Peter in the first movie.
Yeah.
So
no, I get it. I just I wonder if they're actually going that route or not. I hope they just make him a wizard and that's just it. He could just go to Doctor Strange and learn that shit and whatever. But I think it's Battle Planet. And I think that in Secret Wars or the post-credit scene of Doomsday, we're going to see Peter just swinging around eating good pizza, hopefully, and then just fucking zap. You're now fucking out in the middle of a fucking wilderness with a fucking T-Rex running at you. Just some.
Yeah.
And then that'll fill in the gap of like, oh, what we just saw, right? Because that's the other thing, the Aunt May scene we didn't really talk about, but like the Aunt May scene, we never got that. We kind of got cheated out of that up until now.
Yeah.
We saw the what the fuck at the end of the second movie, and we didn't actually get the like what happened there. Like
where she talks to him.
Yeah, so they finally filled it in, but it's like we've got a gap that I don't know. I'm just we can come back to that in the Russos, and maybe they've already filmed the scene where it's like we're gonna get there's a lot of pieces that are on the board right now, and we have such limited context. We don't know what they actually are.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's a slight possibility. Let's not all get super hyped, because I'd say there's a 15% in my mind that might be Toby or Andrew showing up, and the app is.
And what happened to our Peter then? Because it said it can't find Spider-Man. So where's our Spider-Man?
The real question is how is it working?
Yeah.
Because people ask that online a little bit, even outside of this conversation, but just like, how does it work? Oh, it's probably just crowdsourced. Like you see him, you report it on the app, and then it just, so it's almost like that'd be somewhat real
like
time.
when you're driving and you report the police on Google
kind
of thing.
100%. And but as I've seen people talk about that online, when I've had this conversation in my head, I'm like, but how would it know then that Spider-Man's not found? Like just because nobody's reporting him? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So again, what the fuck is that? How did that do this? Like for one, but post-credit scene though.
He put a tracker on Spider-Man when he was in his apartment.
Probably did.
Dude, we laugh, but seriously.
Could have 100%. Maybe that's why he knew in the coffee shop there. He's like, oh, the tracker's right here. Interesting.
Yeah, his phone.
He was looking at his computer before he walked up, so he's like, oh, Spider-Man's right in front of me, huh? Oh, hey, who are you?
Who are you? Being all cool.
And then it says Peter, and he's just like, oh, well, I already know his name's Peter, so yeah, this is 100% Spider-Man.
This is Spider-Man.
Great post-credit scene. It was very understated. I was hoping for more, but honestly, on the second view, I'm like, this works, though. They're just going to tickle our balls. They're not
giving us anything.
They're not going to give us anything, man. Although, by the next episode, I just thought about it while we were talking here, though. By the next episode, D23, I think will have happened, or will be happening actively. So, hopefully we have some talk on the next episode. We have Better Call Saul, so I guess I can jump to that real quick. If you want to hit the emails, it's Peter at geekerybites.com or Tad, TADD at geekerybites.com. That's how you reach out to the show. And then next time on, like I already just said, we are doing season 4 of Better Call Saul. So,
D23 will be happening when we record next,
which is probably fine that we're not, because when they're doing it while we're recording, it's always tough because it's like how much is actually said at that point.
Is there actually going to be good stuff we're talking about?
Or is there? Yeah, exactly. Or are they just going to tell us about a bunch of other soulless, godless?
Here's a live action remake of Lion King. You already did that. Here's another one. Hooray!
Yeah. So it'll be the episode after that maybe in the intro that we can actually just kind of like see was there anything actually worth a damn to talk about. So love this movie. I can't wait over the course of the next number of months of just reevaluating of like, where does it fit for all comic books? But good stuff. That's it for this episode, though. I will sign off as I always do by saying, love what you love, let your geek flag fly high, and to hell with anyone that says anything to you about guilty pleasures. One of these days I'll actually be able to say that right, but
trust your Peter Tingle.
I'm glad they didn't say that. Give me the spider sense, for God's sake. That's what it's called.
Peter Tingle.
That's why Aunt May died, because she said that.
No. You take that back.
All right. See you guys.
Bye, everyone.